So Hopkins, what's in the black thing
Hey,
on your
hey,
wall
Mike,
there?
we're live now.
I know, it's all good. You can explain to the whole
intro
world what's on his wall.
Can I intro it and then you can do that?
Sure.
Hello,
Okay,
everyone.
go.
What a start. Welcome to the Frontstretch watch party. Dalton Hopkins, Jared Haas, and then the grumpy old man Mike Neff is here. I'm here as well. This is March Madness, NCAA Tournament, Selection Sunday, March Madness, NCAA Tournament, March Madness, Selection Sunday. Let's get that algorithm going. Welcome to the Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube at Vegas. Pretty good weekend of racing so far, and for I think another good one. Now, Neff, you can ask your question.
I was just asking Dalton what's in that black case on his wall over his I guess is his left shoulder.
Oh, you're talking about that one right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just it's just die-cast.
It's all die-cast? Cool.
Yeah, it's like 2020. I think it's the 2021, like the most up-to-date Gen 6 cars that I can get. So
nice.
Yeah, they're all kind of sectioned out. They all kind of have their own little area. I keep things organized here.
Got a Dale Jr. sign on the wall. That's good.
That's the Dale Jr. Well, listen, let me tell you, I'm so unbiased, okay? But that is from when I was a big Dale Jr. fan. It's all
when you were biased.
When I was biased, yes. But it's got like all the cars. If my rig wasn't in the way, you'd probably see more.
If I turn mine, I've actually got Junior standing there in a window watching me.
Oh, that's absolutely horrifying. That's the most terrifying thing. I would absolutely hate to wake up in the middle of like a nap, or like in the middle of the day, and just see that silhouette staring at me. That'd probably be the scariest thing in the world.
I wouldn't think that'd be the scariest driver to wake up to, though. I feel like there's some drivers that are scarier than Dale Jr.
Here's a topic. Who is Jared? Who would be the most?
Yeah, I would not want Michael Waltrip in my room. So that would be the creepiest one for me.
There's a contender out there.
The sleep paralysis demon, but instead of a demon, it's Michael Waltrip.
Exactly.
Well, at least it's a Napa know-how person then. With the sleep
paralysis. I'm in the wrong bedroom.
El Presidente.
What an interesting start. All right. As always, leave comments in the comment section in the we tab the Frontstretch garage here. Great flyover that I've seen based off of Twitter.
Are you guys hyped?
Always love having the Thunderbirds, and that's a given at Vegas since they're parked on the other side.
So a couple interesting storylines. Michael made out on the pole. Him and Justin Haley are having cool suit problems, which it's not as hot, I don't think, in Vegas today. So maybe it's not as big of a storyline if it's a typical Vegas day.
It's pretty cold out there.
Yeah. So, but they did replace the system in McDowell's car. He's not going to have to start the back. Haley's just going without a cool suit, which I would assume he'd be fine. But McDowell, another pole. Was this 6 last year? 7. This is his 7th pole, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna have.
It's pretty high up there.
Yeah, I have to Google, man. Come on.
But a pretty good effort for him.
Why you make me have to Google?
I think. He had a great qualifying effort.
Just tell me what y'all think about McDowell getting the pole here. Fire hit speed last week too. Well,
I gotta be honest. I'm not I would normally be pretty happy and be kind of optimistic for their chances. But yeah, it was 6 last year, by the way. Trey said this is his 7th, but I would be optimistic. But last week they had a great qualifying effort. Like all 3 of the Spire cars, and their day just ended in disaster. So all their cars were pretty much out of the race by lap 100. So I'm cautiously optimistic for him. If he can stay up front, I mean, he'll be a contender. I hope.
Well,
the thing I was worried about with McDowell is his pit crew. I mean,
yeah,
that's just because you got to face it. His pit crew is not known as one of the elite on pit road, so that always tends to kind of bite him in the rear end at some point during the race.
Could be better with Spire. I think they have a Hendrick crew, so.
It feels like Spire's finally hitting more of their ceiling. Feels the same way with Josh Berry, where it's okay, there's that potential there that Spire can really show up into the top 10, really perform well. And I mean, like I said, Mike McDowell's on the pole. That's a good start to say, to say, hey, take notice of Spire Motorsports. We're actually a team that can contend for wins, not something that's just kind of whopping around top 15, top 20. We can actually contend for these top 10s and run well.
Yeah, without a
Something
doubt, they've started to appear in the top fives, and wins come after you start getting top fives. They don't come when you're running 15th on a regular.
So something else to watch for at the start is I'm looking at 19th and 20th, Ross Chastain and Bubba Wallace. I believe they were the at least two of the top three in practice. Ross was on the top of the board, and then because of the formula calculation for qualifying, they went out earlier, which probably was a disadvantage for them. So they finish they're qualifying, 19th and 20th. So they're going to be moving through the field quickly. But gentlemen, we pick a driver every week in our front stretch predictions pool. Who did you pick this week? Dalton, did you forget?
Yeah, I sure
All
did.
right, well, luckily Trey Lyle is here to save your ass once again. Jared,
I picked Kyle Busch.
What's the bonus?
How many cars are going to
How many
from the top 10 are
going
going to finish in the top
Finish the
10?
race in the top 10. Oh, okay. All right.
I
So-
really like Chevys in practice, and I went with William Byron. I felt like his team's a little bit more, I don't want to say competent, but it just seems like Larson's been hit or miss this year. So I think, William Byron gets it done here this Sunday. I don't want to discredit Kyle Larson, but it's going to be probably a Hendrick show today.
So I went with someone who I think is having an underrated season so far, relying under the radar.
Mhm.
And I also wanted to be different. I also went with a Chevy. I went with Alex Bowman. Something about Bowman this year seems like he is fully kind of, he had 2 years of injuries, which is never good. And I think the fact that he's healthy and he feels confident and he's racing really well. I think coming off the playoffs he had last year. So I actually went with Alex Bowman to get the dub. Dalton, have you made your pick yet? Or do I need to keep stalling?
No, yeah, yeah, man, I put in a really well thought out. I looked at the statistics in the last 30 seconds since you brought up this topic, and I completely digested everything to make a well thought out and educated decision. I picked Kyle Larson.
Boom.
I think Jared's got a really good point, though. He has been very hit or miss in the last few, actually, really the last half a year. I think he's just he's either just typical Kyle Larson or he puts it in the wall. So I don't know. I feel like today, I just got a feeling that he'll probably run up front, and we'll probably see a little bit more of the usual Kyle Larson that we're used to.
Well, when in Las Vegas, gamble.
Exactly.
I don't blame you, but also Alex Bowman has won here before in the spring of 2022.
Not
so
wrong.
It's not like something that he's unfamiliar territory here. And, Bowman, he's definitely one of those drivers. I think he's got a win in the first 10 races in the past few seasons as well, when he's got his wins at Auto Club in 2020 and as mentioned Las Vegas in 2022. So he, like I said, takes the mentality of let's win the first 10 races and lock it in and not worry about that second half of the regular season to stress about playoffs.
You know who? Can I throw out a dark horse? I'm going to throw out a dark horse, and it's not really a dark horse at this point. I'd probably put in Josh Berry as well. I think if I was actually in Las Vegas, I'd probably put a couple bucks down on Josh Berry.
Gambling's not legal in Florida.
A couple
It's not. I mean, there's certain sites you can go to, but I don't typically gamble. So
In Virginia, it's legal. So I could just place that bet now.
okay then.
Not legal in South Carolina.
It's legal in North Carolina, so you're good, Jared.
There you go.
Yes, like I said, moved here.
That's a new thing.
I don't have my wall set up yet, but trust me, we're getting stuff in the mail. I'm going to have a whole new background of different hero cards that are going to be interesting to say the least.
Well, I have
look
the
forward to
I have
that.
the greatest center in NFL history on my back wall. Jason
Mike
Kelsey.
Webster?
Jason
God.
Kelsey.
Apparently, you don't remember Mike Webster playing for the Steelers. And mind you, I am
all right, old man.
incredibly far from being a Steelers fan.
Wait, the greatest
First
of all
ballot Hall of
I-
Fame. First
You
ballot
mean
Hall of
Mario
Fame.
Andretti?
Yes.
I'm not even
And
going to
Kyle
throw this out
Larson.
already. The damn
Kyle
green
Larson's
flag hasn't
second.
even flown yet, and you're throwing out Mario
Hey.
already.
You know who's Kyle Larson's second, right?
See, I'm a
Right.
big. I love Larson, but I'm trying to understand
Tony
what
Stewart
part of
third.
his career Dalton
Tony
has
Stewart
not
third.
watched. Because Kyle Larson has
Who's
been
fourth?
hit or miss,
Fernando
like, his whole
Alonso.
career.
Fernando Alonso's fourth. Are we forgetting anyone? I think that's
Nice.
it, right? That's the only four. Max
Chris
I
Verstappen,
don't know.
Chris Pusher.
First
I don't
out.
think we forgot anyone.
There's a lot of them. But anyway, I took Kyle Busch since I threw that out early, but didn't get to justify it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let's be fair. Kyle has been running well all season.
Let's sync. They're taking the green flag right now for me.
McDowell looks like chose the high
They
line.
cross the start finish now. That was for me.
Okay.
Same for me.
Oops, I'm behind.
Zane, don't go to a bad start. Come on, Zane.
Oh my goodness. Who's this? Wait, so I'm ahead, right? I'm ahead of everybody, it sounds like. Oh, who's this? It's Catherine Legg. She's come out. She's in the car now. And she's taking the lead. Wow, how did this happen? What a turn of events.
3 wide.
Oh. What just
McDowell
happened?
leads.
There's Bowman and Showman going around Eric Jones in the Lowe's Foods paint scheme.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
All righty. So we are still 2 wide, pretty much all the way back.
2
to
by
the
2
pack.
by 2,
The
3 wide, a little
occasional
bit in the back.
threes, a little back there, but yeah.
The man who made the most money this weekend will be Denny
But we are
Hamlin.
racing. Already got $126,000 on a slot machine pull.
You want
Apparently-
Larson
another?
just scraped the wall there. I feel like
I
Larson.
don't know about that,
scraped the wall.
but it looks like Bubba Wallace is taking the very, very high line already as Joey Logano takes the lead.
Now that's interesting because the wall yesterday in the Xfinity race was like hot lava. There was nobody anywhere really near it until Almirola took a stab way late in that race. I thought that was very interesting because that's usually a good line in Vegas.
Man, my monitor just shut off. I was like, oh, okay. All right, this is happening.
Here's an
Well-
interesting stat that I pulled up from Bringing the Heat. So Trey knows this.
Wait,
Who,
Jared's stat corner.
who's
Stat of the
led the
day,
most
stat
laps
of the
this
day.
season so far? You take a
Joey
guess.
Logano.
Joey
It's-
Logano.
I think Logano's
And where
it.
is he at in points? Like way down there. He's not had the finishes that he's looking for. And again, he's
That's
taking the
because it's a
lead.
typical, it's a Logano championship season. They'll go into the playoffs in 23rd with 1 win and then win the championship.
Well,
No,
it's not an
an odd
even year,
year.
though. That's what
It's an
Michael
odd year.
Massey
That's
said.
true. That's true. He'll end up second in championship. My bad. I
No,
forgot.
no, it's a first round.
I don't
exit.
He'll get
I
eliminated
forgot
in the
it's an
first
odd year.
round.
Okay. The team to watch. Hey, how about this? Eric Jones, Zane Smith, both in the top 10. I think
Mhm.
Eric Jones in big shot in particular, but another team like
I'm happy to see Eric Jones like finally having some speed again.
there's a Red Bull car.
How much you like seeing that Red Bull car? I was just going to comment that.
Yeah.
It is so nice seeing Red Bull back on the track.
Yeah.
I hated the way that whole thing unveiled or unfolded back in the day.
Well, they couldn't. They didn't win in Australia earlier today, so maybe they can win here today.
No, I thought Verstappen was going to give him a shot there at the end, but he did not.
Yeah, I
Hey,
thought he was going to bomb it in, but he didn't do that. He disappointed.
Wow,
me.
old man was up at midnight this morning.
Midnight. It was almost 2:00 in the morning
It was
because the
pretty late.
freaking
It was
the
very
damn
late.
start got
It took
delayed
an
half
hour
an
for the
hour
start.
because they had the freaking NASCAR
wrecks.
safety crew there. Some guy backed it into the freaking tire barrier, and they had to work on it for 20 minutes before they could go back to racing. That was ridiculous.
Ooh. Ooh.
So since we're going to have a grumpy old man moment here while we're settling into a typical Cup Series stage 1 where the first 35 cars are all 4 car lengths apart, can we start a petition to eliminate stage cautions? I'm all about stage racing. I love stage racing,
Yeah.
but we burn an ungodly amount of laps.
Gotta
in
get
the
those
caution.
TV ads in.
When they
I don't care.
when they announced that they were going to keep it green on the road courses, what was it, like 2 years ago? When they announced that,
Or something
I was-
like that. I was thrilled.
I was so happy. I was like, that is the best decision you could make. Like
I know, and I'm like, yeah, and now let's see it work, and then we'll do it
Yeah.
on all the tracks.
and it kind of like, and then they were like, oh, well, it's too if they get too spread out, it's too boring. Because like we had a really bad race at Watkins Glen, which it was pretty bad, but it was like that's not because of the stage cautions, it's because of the car. Like the next year's just not good on the road courses.
Thank you very much.
We did road course racing without stages for how long? Decades, and it was fine.
You know what I want more of is, I don't want to say diversity of the schedule, but what's the lack of stage breaks at those road courses brought out was the strategy. You know, that we had the super speedway racing, we have Las Vegas, the traditional stuff for the stages. Let some of the races be a standout of like, okay, let's strategy stand out. Let's see what crew chief's the smartest that can time these cautions perfectly. That's what I missed about, the lack of stage cautions there. But I mean, I get the points of trying to run up front and we don't have like the laps leader type of thing, but still very, that strategy is what, there's different aspects of the sport.
Absolutely. And
we have something like that to bring fans in there.
That strategy is like the bread and butter for road course racing.
Right. And when you know the cautions are coming, 99% of the strategy is gone.
Well, what happens is you get the top 10, like the front runners, they all come in and stay right before stage one, and then everyone else will stay out. And then those guys who stayed out will get stage points by the end of stage 2, and then they'll pit, and then the front runners are back in front again. It's so predictable now. It's such a shame. And I thought it was like when they first announced that for the road courses, I was like, oh my God, like this is how we get back into it. Like I like the idea of awarding points in the middle of the race. I like that idea.
100%.
I think it still fits like for the current championship format. I don't mind. Like you don't have to change anything. Just keep it green. Just let the strategy play out.
And my analogy was, we used to pay halfway money in races. We didn't stop the freaking race and have them get out and hand them a check on the track and then start back up again. You just, that was a halfway guy. There's his check. Keep digging. There's no reason we can't give the points out, but keep digging.
What was the big thing about that was during the Brickyard.
Dale
Jarrett ran out of fuel trying to get that.
Dale Jarrett tried to stretch his fuel to get that $100,000 check, and he ran out of gas like a lap before.
I think, didn't they award $100,000 for, I think it was the 2012 Daytona 500? They did a halfway bonus, and I think Martin Truex Jr. won it.
Maybe.
I remember that was like 2012. That was like a thing. I have not seen a whole lot of it since.
I mean, back when it was every race.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they I don't know when they stopped doing it.
I want to say early 2000s, probably.
Okay. Because in 2012, they brought it back.
Before you were a thought in your mom and dad's mind.
Oh, I was alive back then. I was very much alive.
We're older than you think, Neff.
Yeah.
Y'all don't look older than I think.
Well, yeah, it's the camera takes away 5 years.
But it adds 10 pounds.
It does.
I was going to say.
Yes.
Which is why I've got like 9 cameras on me right now.
That's a joke from Friends.
Thank you very much. I love that people know that.
Oh my goodness.
My mouse moved and caused some big map to come over
the tournament doesn't look too bad.
Tyler Reddick can't.
Which I'm glad to see, because truck and Xfinity attendance was god awful.
It was not good. Yeah, it was not.
According to sources named Brian Nolan, he said attendance all weekend has been pretty good. Truck, you have to just blame the delay on.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't really know. It's also like a truck race on a Friday night. Like if I'm in Las Vegas, going to a truck race at like 9 p.m.
And there's 2 conference tournaments going on in Vegas.
Yes, the conference tournaments. That's what I was referring to.
No, not just you, dumbass. Okay, there's more people.
The conference tournaments.
Like the Mountain West and the Big West, which also featured a lot of good teams.
Speaking of which.
Chomp chomp.
Okay,
that's
now
right.
can we get this? Can we clear this up?
Selection committee.
Mountain West includes a lot of good teams.
Yeah, they're gonna get 3 teams. They're gonna get at least 3 teams. They might get 3 teams in the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
And there's gonna be one that's left out. That's really good. How many what?
Big 10 teams are gonna be in.
Okay, that's like comparing apples to oranges.
You're saying there's good teams. I'm saying let's compare.
Hey, a Mountain West team's gotten closer to a national championship more recently than a
could beat SEC
than a Big Ten team.
Really?
San Diego State was in the the championship game and they put up a better fight against UConn than Purdue did.
Maybe, but Purdue had the
Lost to
closest,
UConn.
most recent finish. And I had to
Yeah,
wait
but they got
44
blown out.
I had to wait
They got
44 years for it, so now I got to
They
start
got
again.
blown-
I'll tell you,
They got blown out.
You know who's had a pretty good start to the season so far is Kyle Busch.
Yeah, but he did last
I
year.
know. Ain't
Did he
lying.
have a good start?
Ain't lying.
He was third in
He did,
points
yeah,
after
he
Atlanta.
He was part of that
after
closest finish in
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Wasn't
He
the
finished
second
second
race
in
of the
Atlanta.
year?
Yeah, but that's okay. 2 to 4.
Well, we're in the 5th race now, and he's running.
He wouldn't
in
have
the top-
dropped to like 22nd in points after 2 races.
Well, okay, yeah, especially if you finish second in one of them. But I'm
He
saying
dropped off like
he's
a
having
rock.
a
So
better
with-
start.
Once the
Now that
summer
we're in
hit, he's going to
actual
drop off.
races.
Well, actually, he was the points leader going out of Atlanta, but after the 5th race at Bristol, he was 16th.
Well, see, that's my point. Is
Yeah.
that he's actually like looking good even now that we're in not real, but now that we're at regular racetracks and not like super speedways and stuff. Like he ran decently at Phoenix last week.
It's probably
Yeah,
seen if
and now
you're
he's
a
in the
Kyle
top
Busch
10.
fan.
And the
That
other
it's
thing that
because
I
our
would
Busch
Busch
is-
fell down, and
It's because I'm a biased Kyle Busch fan. I've always oh my god, we're seriously talking about freaking.
Thank you, Zachary.
I've always liked Kyle Busch, obviously.
Well, the other thing that I would point out about Bush is that his pit crew has been on point. They have not had any penalties in these first 4 races.
No.
And that was a big part of his problems all last year. They would get up into contention and be running, 5th, 6th, 4th, and then speeding on pit road or an uncontrolled tire or something, and it would drive him to the back. And then he would be
What
back
Austin
there with the
Cindric
squirrels, and
P2?
something would happen.
I want to make a point with Zachary Gibbs. He said Bowman up to 4th. He is having that speed. He's popped up a few times in the fastest lap. It's been mainly Logano, and Cindric's been getting some speed here later on in the run, but Bowman has popped up in there a few times.
I feel like they're
with that, and they're almost, like I said, they're falling off about a second from where they were running it. Like I said, the first few laps, they were running like 29 4s and 5s, and now they're at 30 40s. So
Let's go, Zane.
They're falling off.
He's lost positions, Trey. He's back to 11th now. He was 8th.
Hey, I just
Okay.
need a solid top 20 finish from
Gotta
him to
ease
get my
into
team,
it.
keep my dominant lead in the front stretch draft.
Yes, the front stretch draft, the coveted front stretch draft.
Trying to win a title here.
That they never let me participate in.
Mike, you can't pick AJ Foyt over and over and over again. He's not even
wouldn't.
racing.
I wouldn't. Although, to be fair, if they put him in a car right now, he could still finish top 10. I'll tell you that right now. Let's go.
I'll take that bet.
Let's
Do go on. Why do you think that?
Well, good
Do
news
you
is
think-
NASCAR
do you
definitely
think
wouldn't put him in a.
Do you think NASCAR?
Do you think NASCAR would put AJ Ford in a car right now?
I was gonna say, like, do you
Well,
think they
it
would
would-
let him?
let's quote the powers that be in the glass tower in Daytona. We will lay out a plan for him to be recertified to get to the Cup
They didn't do
Series.
that for Catherine.
I know, but they did for Mike Wallace, and they're doing it for, was it Casey Kane or no? Casey Mears.
Years.
Oh, Casey Mears.
Casey Mears going right in the Cup Series, even though he hasn't raced in freaking years. And the difference is, it's Martinsville. It's not Daytona. That and Daytona doesn't like the Wallaces, and this was their way to get back at it.
I feel like every year, like, we just get some guys at the beginning of the season that, like, don't usually look good, and they're actually looking good, and we get really hopeful. But then, like, by the middle of the season, or about, like, by around, like, week 10, they just start falling off, and we just never really hear from them again. Like,
But
I
at
want
the same time, you get somebody that runs like doo-doo, and then
Yeah.
2 weeks before the playoffs, they get a win.
yeah,
and they
and
get
then they
hot,
show
and
up.
they end up in the Final Four.
Like, I'm really curious to see how long Cindric's gonna run as well as he is right now, because he is actually looking like he looks like he's getting better and better, and like for the last ever since he won at Gateway, he's actually looked like an actual Penske car.
Well, and all the Penske cars this year have been looking like Penske cars. I mean, let's be real. They are all
maybe all the criticism of
showing
you don't
speed
suck
this
at the
year.
start of the year got to him.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
McDowell does not have the long run speed. As Zachary notes that he's losing another spot. That he's dropping
Where's he now?
spots.
Yeah, he's up down to 6 now.
Six.
He might get passed by Eric Jones here in a second.
Yeah.
And it may also be that since Cindric's old man is retiring, he's not feeling the pressure that he was before.
James wants a team of Mike Wallace, Casey Mears, AJ Foyt that goes to
Goes to
It goes to Wilbur Shaw. Hey, man, do not be dissing on Wilbur Shaw. I have got multiple autographs from Wilbur Shaw from when I was a little
Bring
kid.
back Del
Always
McCowart.
see him.
I'll give you $1
always
for
see
him.
at the Hoosier 100 and at the Speedway all the time when I was growing up. Wilbur Shaw was always around.
Bring back Del McCowart.
Okay.
Legendary number 0.
So this is the Ed Lane portion of the show. Ty Gibbs,
Oh, okay.
sucking
Oh God, please. Can we talk about
33rd.
Ty
he's
Gibbs for
33rd right now?
about
He's-
20
and
minutes
he-
for Ed Lane just so he'll get excited?
Holy
Get the kind of
cow.
shot.
And he is 33rd and about to get go a lap down. I mean, Gibbs has been awful in this race. Hamlin's
I think-
19th, Briscoe's 21st. Bell obviously started the rear and is 24th. But
Uh-oh.
to compare,
Uh-oh.
to
No, that's Blaney in the pits.
Blaney on pit
Yeah,
road.
Blaney's.
Oh, he's got an
And
issue.
something's going on the right front or left front.
Yeah,
I was
the
about
left
to-
front there.
I
Not
was about
good.
to compare him to Blaney, but I guess Blaney's in.
That's probably not a good choice. Man, everybody's coming in.
Yeah. Looks like
I-
30,
Smith.
Awesome.
32 laps seems a little bit early.
Maybe the tires are falling off quicker.
They must be.
Bring it on. Hell yeah. Let's kill as many tires as possible.
Yeah, but there goes
Cool.
Logano.
All right,
Which
the war
Fox-
starting cycles, yeah. It's probably
We
doing
get
it
to have-
for stages. What are the stages? 80 laps.
So about half. Well, no, then go.
not quite half. That's where
Not
I
quite
find that
half,
interesting.
but I mean they should probably.
Exactly. So you're looking at 2 pit
They'll
stops
run
in the
long.
first stage,
No, they'll run long in the next stage.
maybe.
I bet you.
Uh-oh.
See.
Uh-oh.
So-
Who was it? Someone lost a tire. Oh, it's Briscoe.
Well, stay out, stay out, stay out, stay out. I guess every driver's gonna stay. Come on, Bowman, stay out. I want to get this dub.
There's the caution.
Oh, man.
Gosh, I'm flagging
There
that. I was
it
really
is.
hoping.
Oh,
Really hoping
Absolutely.
a member would run
Kyle
down there
Busch.
and grab it.
Kyle
Busch.
Chase Briscoe missing a left
You-
rear.
you picked the wrong time to leave me, loose wheel.
Oh, and there we have it. Darrell Waltrip throwback.
Oh, you could say that tire seemed fishy.
Sure.
Briscoe has a fish car. Do you not see it?
I'm with you. I get it.
Okay.
We got
I
it.
found your-
We didn't.
I followed your subtle humor there, Mr. Lyle.
Denny
It was
Hamlin
good.
speeding up pit road.
Shocker.
Of
Bush,
course he
Elliott,
was.
he used all his good luck already this weekend. So,
Bush,
just
Elliott,
to
Reddick, Barry, Wallace, your top 5. Almendinger,
thank you, Mike, for
Savar.
doing.
Bell, Custer, and
Thank you.
Gregson.
Thank
round
you,
out your
roughing
top 10.
fenders. Thank you. That's what I was doing, and you just slide right in there.
I was
Slide
trying
out.
to help you out. And we're closed captioned this weekend by Tableau. How many times did they say that crap yesterday? Jesus.
NASCAR's got to get its sponsors in.
Gotta pay the bills.
Yes, they do.
Logano will get the free
Uh-oh.
I
pass.
think
Yeah,
Blaney
they're
is
flagging. At least they knew there was a problem.
Blaney's 2 laps down though. That looks like NASCAR has him scored as 2 laps down. That's gonna be an issue though.
The guys,
Yes,
it's,
It
It
depends
is
on
funny-
if they got his problem fixed. If the problem's fixed, he'll get
well,
it
a
back.
bunch of them will take the wave around too. But
Yeah, a lot of them were gonna take the wave around, but Blaney was scored 2 laps down.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It is funny. The 2 guys waving are probably the 2 guys getting suspended this week.
Safe bet.
So, just want to note, really bad start for Joe Gibbs Racing so far.
I
because-
literally just
This
said
season.
Oh,
This
okay.
season.
I wasn't paying
Li-
attention to you.
this. I said Ty Gibbs about to go a lap
Whoa.
down, and then I mentioned where all of them were.
Why
And
is
then we went into
Buescher
the.
and- Why is Busher in 34th?
because they all pitted.
He pitted. He was one of the first drivers that pitted.
So
Okay.
from, let's see here.
But was he not ahead of Gibbs?
But he
was
pitted.
ahead. I understand. I'm hearing
Gibbs pitted as well. He may have had an issue with his pit stop.
Right,
So it
that's why I
appears
was like,
Blaney will be
talking
2
about.
laps down, and everyone else will take the wave around. So Blaney will be 1 lap down when it resets.
And Briscoe, like I said, will be. It looks like Briscoe and Blaney will be a lap down.
Well, Briscoe gets held
Yeah.
for 2 laps,
Why-
so he'll
Like-
still be 2 laps down.
For like 6 laps, and half the
And
team
probably-
has to walk home from Vegas.
Cody Ware was lapped before that cycle. He will not be the free pass. It looks like it will be Kyle Larson.
No, it's
So-
Joey Logano.
Oh, Logano, sorry. But Cody Ware was a lap down before that started. I don't know if he pitted or not.
So interesting. I think another sneaky winner in this would be Custer in 9th. Bell gets his track position back. He's 8th.
Well, let's see. Yeah, let's see where
Where did not
everybody
pit?
is after these pit stops yet. After these pit stops here.
Here. Well, I can tell how many are on the lead lap right now. No, I can't because NASCAR scoring is looking weird.
Well, it's got to update. Remember, it's got to cycle through.
22nd is the first car 1 lap down. Josh.
Wood Brothers running the throwback paint scheme early.
I
Is
think
that-
they're just throwing.
I mean-
I think that's the regular scheme this year.
Can you?
I
even
I
just
know
remember
it's
that
the regular
throwback
scheme.
paint
I'm
scheme?
joking. They
Yeah,
always throw
they're,
that.
they're running a throwback every single week.
I know that's the beauty.
They
of it.
didn't last week because it's a different sponsor.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they did do that weird blue one.
Euro.
I liked it. It looked
Race
pretty.
off pit road.
They haven't
Kyle
released
Busch,
their Darlington
Elliott,
throwback,
Reddick,
have they?
Wallace, Berry, your top 5. Allmendinger, Bell,
Barry's team or just in
Savard,
general?
Gregson,
Oh, Wood
and
Brothers.
Kuster.
No.
Not your top
Yeah.
10 off pit
Bush, Elliott, Reddick, Wallace, Barry, AJ, Foyt, Dinger,
road. Dang.
Bell, Postmark, Gregson, Custer,
Point.
Dinger. I mean, AJ Allmendinger is basically this, just as good as AJ Foyt. He
Yeah, but
Oh
who-
no, no,
Who
no,
isn't?
no! Let's check ourselves now, Junior. Jesus,
I mean, he could have. AJ was
How
this
many
close to
USAC
winning.
how many USAC
winning-
stock car championships does Dinger have?
I don't. You already have texted me all these stats. I do not care.
I can't
Well,
help it.
I
He
just
doesn't send Christmas cards. He sends
that is
stats.
my favorite. So I,
That's right.
for the folks at home, when I was setting this up, I just made one Mario Andretti joke, and he proceeds to send me all of AJ Foyt's career
All of them.
statistics.
Mike, how many times
the-
did AJ Foyt win the 24 Hours of Le Mans?
Lamar once.
Oh,
No, actually, take that back. I think he won it twice. Now that I say that, I have to check that. I know he won it at least once.
how many
he
times
did-
did
he
Mario
did.
Andretti win the 24 Hours of Le Mans?
That would be none.
Well, we're off to a bad start for the Mario Andretti fans out there.
How many
The-
F1 world champions did?
That's
Did,
the only stat that Mario's got over AJ.
Yeah, but like, who even cares?
Hey,
Yeah.
how many ice racing world champions has AJ Foyt won?
None.
I bet he's got one. I bet he's
None.
got
You
one
know-
somewhere.
You know who has one? Josh Bullock.
The legend himself, Josh
Josh
Bilicki.
Bilicki?
Which so, did you not listen to Happy Hour this week?
I did not.
Man, Mike,
He-
everybody.
Josh
listens to Happy Hour
Bilicki
this
has
week.
a ice
So-
championship.
Yeah,
That's
so he's
amazing.
Yeah.
no, what he raced on is insane. It's like a
Yeah, it was like dirt
snowmobile-
cars on
it's
snow.
like as if like a snowmobile and a dirt car had a baby, and that was the car.
And the championship was the world championship. So he is
That was the name of the
technically-
race, so he's a world champion.
He is technically a world
There you
champion.
go. That's fantastic.
I have to go back and find it, but it's on his Instagram. I found it the other day.
Hamlin is
All right.
fought a lap down.
Dodgers and Cubs going to be in Tokyo because nothing screams Major League Baseball like Tokyo.
Neff, I have a simple. Who's the best baseball player in the world?
Currently,
Yes.
Probably Shohei
Where is Shohei from?
from Japan. That's trust me. I know why they're going over there.
Baseball is
get
more
it.
popular in
Okay.
Japan than it is the U.S.
And
It's
than
kind
it
of
is
like
here.
It's kind of like when the NBA had a Paris game this year. You know what team they had in there?
San Antonio.
The Spurs.
Right. Because when
It's
Baba
Victor-
Namanyama is there.
What is the racing called?
What?
Which racing?
Isn't it just snowmobile racing?
There it is. No, it's I got it. Here it is. Neff. This is what he raced on.
They look like
So it's like
cage
an
cars.
ice. Yeah, but it's like you see the skis. So
Yeah.
it's
That's weird.
Such
See,
a
I
weird
like ice
thing.
racing where they run like 4/10 sprint cars and they put screws into the tires so they can cut into the ice and they just let it fly.
Here's how AJ Allmendinger can win this race.
Go faster than everybody else, be the first one to the finish line.
Well, he's ninth right now, so he's on his way. He's on his way to getting his first ever Oval Cup win.
Getting there. Unlike Bowman the Showman.
Bowman's
Okay.
fine.
Bowman's second. Bowman looks great
For now.
for now.
Wait,
McDowell.
How did
We know what's
how is
coming.
Logano how's Logano third if he was the free pass? He should be
It actually lists the
You gotta be kidding me.
51. It listed the 51 as the free pass.
okay. Well, Bob was wrong.
Why
then.
is Kyle Busch having to go back to heat a penalty?
Because speeding penalty.
Oh my God. There we go. See, I just bragged about how they're not having penalties.
Yeah.
And now here we go. He's going to go back to with the squirrels and something stupid will happen.
Mike Neff jinxed him.
I mean, well, I'll put a
I'll
pin on
take
Chase
credit for
Briscoe. I mean, this has been a topsy-turvy season. We're only 4 races in. You know, you won the pole, finish fourth Daytona 500. Then you get the penalty. Then you get it rescinded. But also, since Daytona, you've had a 21st, 14th, 35th. And, I mean, he's going to be falling way farther down in the points if he doesn't recover. He's already 4 laps down. That's pretty hard to recover, even with
Yeah,
Cody
that's
Ware.
That would be brutal.
Cody Ware got the free pass.
yes.
Thank
Yeah, I think
you,
he's-
Jared.
He's the only one a lap down, wasn't he?
No,
I mean, I guess.
there was a lot of drivers that took the wave around.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It looks like they're showing, obviously, Blaney's going to be a lap down, Briscoe's 4, and they're showing Hamlin a lap down, which I think he didn't.
He had a
Yeah.
speeding penalty, so that probably had something to do with it, but he should have been able to take the wave around. That's weird. 4 wide.
Get AJ Allmendinger forcing the issue on the bottom there.
Yep.
Oh, AJ getting aggressive.
He's had some good runs. I mean, heck, he won the Xfinity race last year, and he's won 2
Yeah.
Xfinity races here.
And I feel like AJ Allmendinger is the biggest I need confidence to perform well
Yes.
Absolutely.
driver. And this
He-
is
he
definitely
Beats himself up
something-
so bad.
this will be definitely a run to set up success. Yes.
Here comes Bowman.
Going to the outside.
Cindric will run him into the wall. Is that Bubba high, wide, and handsome up there?
That's
Bubba,
Bubba.
No,
That's
Bubba's
Bubba
inside row 2.
on the bottom.
Bubba's
of
on the
Chase.
on the
I think
bottom.
you're looking at
of
Chase.
Chase.
Reddick on the high side against
Yeah.
Logano.
Oh, okay,
Bubba's
never
in the
mind.
Air Force car.
Of course, Reddick was on the high side.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Here
Hoping
comes-
to not
Ooh.
repeat what happened here last time.
Oh, here comes
Wow,
Bubba.
that looked like an accident begging to happen right there.
Oh, Bowman shut the door.
They got away.
You're a
with
little
that.
bit ahead of me
Me too.
because I see 3 wide for the lead. I think that 23 looks really good right now. Folks, My mother is watching me. So
That's
hi
awesome.
hi to Vicky Lyle.
And she is so proud of
Vicky
you.
Lyle, probably the biggest Trey Lyle fan here, said that you look nervous.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks. I'm not nervous. I'm locked in.
He's focused
Focused.
like a laser beam.
And this definitely feels like one of those. Oh boy, let's show that replay of that where you can definitely get a
So
run
is-
off the corner.
So Chase Elliott's actually showing up today?
He's
Because
been
there's
good
a
lately.
Hendrick guy that's been
It
running like a
seems like
bag of
every
hammers all
time
year.
I pick a Hendrick Motorsports car to win,
You pick
they
the
The
just
other ones are
they
good.
run like crap. Because I picked Elliott last week and he was like nowhere to be found. And
Larson's
then
15th.
Larson's 15th.
But
yeah.
Larson was in the top 10, and then
Yeah, he
everything
got caught
blew
up with the whole green flag pit stop deal, but I don't know. I need him to start showing up.
lying.
Well, Suarez in the top 20.
This is
What?
interesting seeing.
Suarez? Is that what you just
Briscoe-
said?
Suarez.
Man, Briscoe's 4 laps down.
I'm shocked Chastain is not gotten up there because he was so fast in practice.
That's the way
I will
his year's
say
been.
there's-
He has not been showing up.
It's actually interesting that Cindric's showing up with the speed again. You know, it's finally. It feels like it's either one of the Penske cars. It's either like, oh, it's maybe just Joey Logano or Ryan Blaney performing well. It seems like this season, all the Penske drivers are sharing in all the success.
Right.
And
Did
Cindric
somebody
still-
beat up Trey?
Trey
Yeah,
Felt
is.
he
He's
got
getting-
so nervous he
He's
bailed
getting
out.
He's getting home invaded right now. Don't
Apparently,
worry, folks.
Vicky
He'll be
said
okay.
that he is his biggest fan now. So his mom cleared up things. So,
By the way, his mom's the biggest fan of all of us. That makes me feel special.
oh yeah, say well, appreciate that. Well, as you're
Very
speaking of
much.
Chase Elliott, ran the fastest
Hey.
lap this last time.
Speaking of, which by the way, can we get rid of that stupid point for the fastest lap? This ain't F1. Go
Sorry,
back
no,
to
it's
getting a
different.
point for leading a lap and a
I
point
don't
for
mind
leading
it.
a lap.
I don't mind it. I mean, it kind of. I don't know.
It's like the Winston Noble 5. You know, it's they kind of put it best as like this is something where a sponsor wanted something and
Right.
it probably
Yeah.
stays as long as the sponsor does and might stay a little bit longer. I do say shout out to the CW for at least tracking who's ran the fastest lap
Yeah.
on
Fair.
that, but Fox has still not figured out who's run the fastest lap yet.
They
Who
don't
has
have
run
an-
the fastest
They
lap?
don't have an intern that can pick that up.
There, Jer Bear.
Just said it.
I'm trying to see. Say the best speed.
You know what? I shouldn't talk so much crap about Larson. He's moved up 5 spots in like the last
He's
5
coming.
laps.
He's coming. Give him a
He's
minute.
got some speed. Yeah.
You know who I want to give a shout out to is Ty Dillon.
Yeah.
Ty Dillon has been sneaky good all year. I mean, he hasn't really he threatened to win one race, I think, but he's just been really having solid runs, and for that team, that's awesome.
He was an honest to God contender at Daytona. Like, I mean, I thought he had a legitimate chance. And then last week was kind of exciting because they were doing the whole option tire strategy.
Yep.
And they kind of played it smart where they saved their tires. It didn't work out because they got the speeding penalty, but
Yep.
I mean, now he's not great, but he's still in the top 20, which is better than how that second Collie car has run in the past.
Indeed.
I believe it is Joey Logano that still has the fastest lap.
Makes sense. Good Lord.
If only they could put a little thing up there to let us know. Like
Like a
Formula,
purple stopwatch next to their name. That'd be a brilliant
or
idea.
Formula One does. Oh, it's Chelsea Green. That's a wrestler. But Morgan Freeman.
Wait a minute. James Krause says that they don't do the fastest lap in Formula One anymore. I swear they were talking about fastest lap last night while I was watching that.
They might not do it. No, I don't know.
We need to get our F1 experts. I'm not the F1 expert in here.
Brian
No.
Nolan has tweeted, Austin Cindric has a rocket ship, and rocket ship in all caps.
Maybe he's going to get the people off the space station who've been stranded for 9 months.
Josh Berry just ran the fastest lap this last lap.
Really? Like of the race?
No, of the lap. No, they're starting to fall off. But I mean, you look through the field to see who's popping up in there, and Larson just ran a good lap. He's up to 10th.
I mean, Brian Nolan can say that Cindric has a rocket ship, but Bowman is closing in just a little bit.
I mean, Larson has been running past few laps speed comparable to the leader, and Larson's back in traffic. So I mean, Larson definitely has something to contend with that rocket ship that Cindric has. James says they don't think they gave out that point for everyone.
Disappointing.
Well, I think it's an easy way to see it. Just go look at the points and who has one extra.
Truth.
Favorite car manufacturer? Thank you. Sorry, I have to create a NASCAR account so I can get the free scanner audio on my computer.
How do you not have that?
Because I typically use my phone when I'm at the track to do the scanner audio. It's just easier with my setup to do my computer. I did, but I forgot my password, so I have to re-click things.
Oh, I usually do it on my computer on that. I'm usually, like I said, I have my laptop and I have an iPad to play with me in my setup. Here at home, I have 3 laptops and a TV in the background. I'm living
3 laptops?
Well, I've got
3
3 monitors, a laptop and 1 monitor on each side. And
Okay. That I'll buy. I thought it'd be really odd if you actually set up 3 full laptops to do your thing. That would seem
no, they're screens. Like I said,
Hey, wait a minute. We're how many laps into this race?
We are
58 laps in, and they haven't shown a picture of the sphere yet.
Well, they're not near the sphere.
Oh, there's a sphere in the background.
That doesn't matter. They always show the damn
That's
sphere.
because they
Remember,
fear the sphere.
Fear the sphere.
That or they probably didn't get any sponsorship money from the sphere is probably the answer.
I mean, the Backstreet Boys, aren't they performing at the sphere?
Don't know the answer to that.
I don't really know. I don't really follow the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, I
thought that was on their car, on John Hunter Nemechek's car.
I honestly
That's
don't
why
know.
No, that has to do with their Live Nation because they're going on
They
tour.
were in his car.
It appears that Cindric's lead is slowly shrinking to Alex Bowman. It's under a second now.
It was under a second a little while ago. I feel like
NASCAR's being a pain in the ass.
Shocking.
Like it won't let me. The site won't let me. Rewards account.
yeah. Okay, he's reeling them in just a little bit, I guess.
They're just Bowman's just real.
Suarez up to
like
15.
a couple hundredths a lap.
Daniel Swervez.
Suarez up to 15.
I swerve in
Oh,
the
yeah,
club.
Swervez up to
Do you
15.
swerve in the club? Neff, do you swerve in the club?
Swerve.
Whoa.
I don't know. I twerk.
So much for McDowell's pole. He's down in 19th right now. I don't really see him gaining
We
a
just
whole lot
gonna-
of ground.
We're just gonna gloss over the fact that Mike Neff just said he twerks.
I was waiting to hear a reply, and nobody even smiled.
Honestly, I don't really.
We're
thought
watching
that
a
was pretty
race.
damn funny.
Yeah, we're watching a race. I honestly don't want to hear about Mike Neff shaking that thing.
Shake that money maker, my friend. There you go.
But
Start
look
at
who's in the
15th
top
now,
10. Carson
35th, a lap
Hocevar.
down.
Not surprising.
Hocevar's
Bowman's
a
really
wheel dude.
shredding to that lead now.
Hocevar is a wheel dude. Yeah, he's got under half a second.
Gibbs still struggling.
Logano and
Larson.
8th, man.
Yeah.
7th and 8th.
Lar-
Larson.
30
pulling it out.
second.
So glad I'm not the only one who calls him Logano.
How did How did Denny go a lap down? He just got
Speeding
trapped a lap
penalty, I
down?
think, is what did it.
He got the speeding penalty.
Now, why he didn't take
during
the wave around to get it back?
Yeah, he didn't get the wave around because because it was a penalty. So NASCAR didn't do the wave around.
and then trapped him.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Kyle Busch has gained 10 spots since the restart from his penalty.
Well, at least okay. I guess that means he's got
Which is
speed.
impressive considering he's still not in the top 20.
Well, he had to start way, way, way in the back.
Right. End of longest line. And I always say Logano because if you ever watch local sports and you get somebody that doesn't know a damn thing about racing and they're talking about results or whatever, they always say Logano. Always.
Oh God. That would make me mad. I don't think I've ever heard somebody else call him that. That would actually piss me off.
Oh,
Somebody called him
Thank you, James.
Logano.
all the time. All the time. Big James, what?
I said, thank you, James.
It's pointing out that Ty Gibbs is someone having a good day.
We keep giving us Ty Gibbs
He's
updates.
really
You're the
out
best,
for
man.
lunch.
Ed-
which is still
Ed Lane thanks you, James.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna get a statement
From
From
Ed
the
Lane,
to the Ty Gibbs fan club.
the president of the Ty Gibbs fan club.
I
Did
mean,
he get that?
He might be the only
Did
Ty
he get
Gibbs
that-
fan. So
Did he get the Ty Gibbs tramp stamp yet?
well, as they run with current points that NASCAR provides, as they run, Ty Gibbs is almost a full race out. He's 59 points behind.
he's also
16.
second to
race
last.
ended
on
right
the-
Yeah, ahead of Cody Ware. That's the only other driver that he's ahead
I
of.
The
don't-
race ended right now.
Like, I don't want to sit here and say, yeah, because there's been a couple times where I've seen, is it time for Ty Gibbs to push the panic button? And Trey, I know you and I have talked about that on a couple shows this week, but it's like, the more time goes on, it's like, man, I don't know, maybe it is.
I'm wondering if the same thing's going on with Ty that went on with Joey Logano at JGR. And it was just a
Problem
deal
for
where
him.
he
He got nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
was so young when he came in that they basically just told him, this is what we're doing with the car, you drive it. And they didn't listen to him or didn't give enough credence to his feedback. And when he went to Penske, they started really listening to him, and that's when he became a better driver.
I will say this. At least it's not him and then like the other three are way up front. They're
Right,
clumped
true
together.
statement.
Like
True
the
statement.
reason Bell is 12th is because he got the penalty, like the pit cycle to go his way, but he's falling. And then you obviously Briscoe had the tire issue, but you have Briscoe 36, Hamlin 35th, and Gibbs 32nd. So it seems to me that this might be a bigger problem with JGR than just Ty Gibbs.
Yes and no. I mean, Briscoe and Hamilton.
Well,
both
yes,
had-
Ty is
Yeah.
doing bad.
and
but-
Bell was back there because of his.
I mean, you've got a
Yeah,
lot of
this-
factors for it in itself. Of like Ty Gibbs' stretch is kind of, basically what happened. Kind of explains what happened to Ty Gibbs. You've had, some of those like incidents where at the finale last year, where Ty Gibbs just went up into the wall, wrecked himself after completing one lap in Phoenix. It's tripping over yourself, and he was involved in other incidents as well. And then you have like Martinsville last year, where he qualified, I think, in the top 5, and then he just faded late. It seems like this is a car that really struggles to, get that long run speed.
9 to go, or well, now 9 to go, stage 1. We have a battle for the lead. Ty Gibbs just went a lap down again. And we have Cindric and Bowman battling for the lead. So
Bowman's running the rail now.
And that's a tough break for Blaney and Hamlin, who were trying to hope for the free pass.
yep.
Trey, were you the one who picked Alex Bowman?
Yes, sir.
You're looking, I mean, it's kind of rare, but for once you're actually looking a little smart right now.
That's so funny. That's so funny, Dalton. That's so
They'll be
funny.
here all week, ladies
man.
and gentlemen. Tip your waiters and waitresses.
That's so funny, Dalton.
Thank you.
I swear.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, 35 laps led. I think Cindric is up there with the laps leader as well, too.
Yeah, Cindric has done great this year. It's just he's had either he he had the best car, you could argue, the first 2 races of the year, and then he had the penalty.
Mhm.
You mentioned Josh Berry. He's now just, I think he just passed Logano for 7th. So
Yeah, you got 3 of the top 8 that are Penske or Penske affiliated drivers. And I mean, Ryan Blaney was moving up before he had to pit early and lost 2 laps in the pits.
Charles Dinky, crew chief for Bubba Wallace. That was Eckes' crew chief last year, right? Yeah. I'm a smart boy. There he is. There he is. Let's go to the president of the Chris Buescher fan club, Dalton Hopkins. What do you think about Chris Buescher?
That's Dasani. Dasani is an interesting sponsor.
Yeah,
Back to you,
really.
Thanks for your in-depth analysis there, Dalton. That was great.
These RFK out to
Appreciate you
lunch.
breaking that
You're
whole
welcome,
thing
guys.
down.
Only hot takes here.
Refreshing taste with Dasani, though. But
Refreshing,
RFK, though.
refreshing, cool big takes with Dasani.
I will say, really out to lunch here. Priest is the best in 20th. Chris Buescher 21st, and Brad Keselowski in 29th. Yikes!
I think the surprising is, to me, the surprising bad start is Chastain in 18th. He was the fastest car in practice. I think he had the fastest 5.10, all the metrics too. And
he was looking pretty good in practice, yeah. It just didn't translate to qualifying, and that could be a car that just handles a lot better when it's in clean air. There's a lot of cars, when they're fast, they will make their way through, but sometimes the car that is fast just has it because it's the clean air. And that could have been the case with Ross Chastain. So if they may play a strategy call to try to get up front and try to stay out there and short pit or something like that to get that track position. That's the big thing.
Dalton, there's your stat for you. Kyle Larson has the most wins in the Gen 7 car.
Shocking. Kyle Larson wins a lot. That's news to me.
Good for you, brother. I have been rather surprised at how poorly Keselowski has run all year.
But he was like that last year, and then he came alive at Daytona. Or not Daytona, Darlington.
I mean, you got that win. That's got him in it. But, I mean, Chris Buescher missed the playoffs. As Dalton would say, tragically. But, I mean, it's just RFK.
Many tears were shed that day.
Yeah, practice. Jeez.
Yeah. Whoa.
Well,
Cindric turned up the wick as soon as Bowman caught him. So, final lap, stage 1.
Bowman wore out his front tires.
Yeah.
And as I get this set up,
Brad Keselowski this season 26th, 39th, 15th, and 33rd.
Stage 1 winner, Austin Cindric. Bowman to Showman comes home second. Chase Elliott third. Bubba Wallace fourth. And I can't tell you who's fifth because they had to go
Larson
to
fifth.
Too quickly.
Larson 5th.
And then who else, Trey?
Allmendinger 6th.
Logano 7th, Barry 8th. And now the rest of my list just went away again. Damn it.
Looks like it was Hocevar then Bell.
8th is... I need the thingy again.
Logano, Barry, Hocevar, Bell.
Bell manages to get top 10 in the stage. That's a nice effort for that squad.
HOCEV.
EVAR. Ho.
Yeah, Bell was actually running lap times kind of comparable to the leaders. Lap 76, he had the fastest lap. Yeah, he's 30.87. So
Who's got the fastest lap of the race so far?
I think that is still Joey Logano.
Still Logano?
Joey Logano, yes.
Boom. I did it.
Oh, there's
So
another stat for you.
Points for you right there. I mean, the stage results, excuse me.
There's a stat for you. Ty Gibbs is 3 races away from getting the longest tenure at Joe Gibbs without a victory.
Steven Stump
Wow.
has all of the stats that you need to know
That is
ahead of
pretty
this
nuts,
week's
actually.
upcoming race. Here's Steven's sizzling stats.
There you go.
But I mean, it feels very apples to oranges though with Ty Gibbs. But the current Cup Series, you almost need 100 starts to be in, to win a race.
It was also the last true rookie to start for them.
Yeah.
Jones would have been Jones because Bell wasn't.
Wait, I'm sorry, say that again, Trey.
Who was the last true rookie to start for Gibbs? Because it wasn't Eric Jones, it wasn't Christopher Bell,
The last true rookie?
and
Like
could argue
first
that
start.
Their first
Who
full
started
season
their
was with
career
Joe
with
Gibbs.
First full season was in
Like their first
yeah.
full season with Joe
I get
Gibbs.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Because Bell had a season with
Levine.
and then Jones had a season with Furniture Row.
Yeah.
Would it have been Joey Logano?
It had to have been.
Well, did
Had
Suarez?
to be, but
Didn't
sounds
Suarez?
Oh,
it would have been Suarez.
Yeah, it was
Suarez.
Suarez.
Suarez
Yeah.
started
Then
his career,
Suarez.
and then
Yeah, it was Suarez.
he
But Suarez
took over
didn't last
in
that long.
what
2017
after
Mhm.
retired, and then by I think
2019, he was gone.
2019 he was gone. So I mean, they gave Suarez 2 years.
I will bet whatever you want that Ty Gibbs will not get 2 years. We'll get more than that.
Oh yeah, well he's already gotten more than 2 years. Oh, I mean,
His second year.
yeah.
No offense.
I'll take that money to make it and then some.
And I don't. And if you've read anything that Michael Massey has written or conversations on Happy Hour, I think the number one prospect at Toyota is not destined to drive for Joe Gibbs Racing. So
Mm-mm. It's Tony Predator.
Trey, did you say destined to drive as a reaction to what you were seeing on the screen?
no, it's just happenstance.
that
Which
just
Patrick
worked out that
Dempsey
way.
is-
That was
brilliant.
scary.
That
Like
is
because I know
brilliant.
you're behind me, and I saw that pop up, and I'm like,
Oh, by the way,
how did you?
I think Patrick Dempsey is actually a pretty good race car driver. Like apparently he did it like.
Did
as
you
a
know
career,
he's
and
an
then went to
actor?
acting.
He's not bad. He's not bad.
Trey, did you know he's an actor?
Honestly, celebrity race, Frankie Muniz versus
Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey. Throw Brad Pitt in there. I guess he's learned how to drive an F1 car.
Apparently, I think Patrick Dempsey I think he's an excellent Transformers villain.
He's also a doctor.
Yeah, but
On show women.
he also helped the Decepticons. So
That'll make you
you did.
angry.
He's a bad guy in the fourth one. Was it the fourth one or the third one? Which one was Kelsey Grammer the bad guy?
I have
You're
no
asking
idea.
the wrong guy these questions.
Wow.
I don't even know what you
Transformer
guys.
movie?
This is clearly
Transformer.
not.
I'm
Yeah.
a big
The
movie
last
guy.
Transformer. You know why I watch a Transformer movie? Megan Fox.
She hasn't been in one since the second one.
But that was the
That's
last
why you
one I
haven't
watched.
watched any
There's been
Transformers
like-
movies.
There's been like
Yeah,
10.
you're getting the
since
point
then.
now, haven't you?
Has there been like 10 Transformer movies?
Because
Really?
people
I
keep
mean, there's
seeing
been
them.
600 Marvel movies. What's your point? Like, I watched all those.
Okay, Marvel,
Megan
there's like
Fox is in
different
it.
characters, but this is like you don't have like Spider-Man 10. Well, you don't have like I'm trying to think like Iron Man 10.
Oh, Chase Elliott. Wow.
Well, Iron Man's dead, so he definitely can't. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Oh, wow.
That movie's been out for like 3 years, so I think I'm
Chase
okay.
Elliott
And
was
wait,
a
no,
race
more
car
than that. It
driver.
came out when I was in
Longer,
college.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
while.
it's 5 years. It's been since
Yeah.
I was a senior in college.
Oh boy, Elliot.
Bubba Wallace gaining 8 spots.
2311. Do they have good pit crews? What?
They found some. They
Yeah,
finally
they
found
think-
some people.
They figured something out. I think Bubba might actually win like races this
I
year
think they
because
actually
his pit crew has
I
actually
mean,
Actually, started
remember
paying
that
some money.
stretch.
figured it out.
Remember that stretch when Bubba Wallace had a really bad pit crew?
Yeah.
Like
You mean his entire
week.
career? Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
It's like every week. It's my crew kind of lost some spots.
So I think it's fair to say, we can say this at this point, as a team, the key word being a team, because Bell's got the 3 wins, there's a real argument to say that 2311 has been the best performing Toyota team.
Yep.
Because like if you
Sans Bell, you said?
Like if you would rank the Toyota guys this year.
Chase Elliott too fast on pit road.
You have Bell 1. You would obviously have Bell 1, and then I would say Reddick 2 and Wallace 3.
I would probably still put Hamlin above Wallace. I don't know about Reddick.
No, how they performed this year.
Yeah,
talking about just this year. I'm not talking about. Yeah, I would not rank Bubba Wallace ahead of Dennis, but like look at it in the points. Byron's 2nd, Reddick's 3rd. The next Toyota driver is Wallace in 8th.
Yeah.
We have to go down to 13th to get to Hamlin.
Hamlin's up
a lot of guys that have been speeding up pit road.
7th.
Ignore that because the pit cycle.
No, I'm talking about in the standings. You're talking about. Are you talking about now?
I'm looking as they run, which I got logged out. So,
remember,
I do have the
Hamlin was
official.
a lap down.
I do have the official statement. He said he is in his own head! Exclamation point. And I just responded, "Thank you."
Oh, from the Ty Gibbs fan club?
From the Ty Gibbs fan club, yes.
Gotcha.
So Bubba Wallace is going to inherit the lead.
He needs a shrink or some yoga.
And then Ty Gibbs is the free pass, so
Yeah,
at least
we could get Ty Gibbs to do some goat yoga.
I don't know what Ty Gibbs needs.
Oh man,
I'm looking. Did Bubba also speed?
I don't think so.
All right. Yes, the new leader is Bubba Wallace. The points are adjusting. Bubba is currently 8th in points as they run, and Hamlin is 13th as they run.
Ty Gibbs is parked in his pit stall. And I guess they're doing some major changes to it.
Bitching at him that he's not leaving until he gets 4 fresh balonies.
How does he? So he lost a lap. So how does that work? You lose a lap when you have the free pass?
I don't think. Well, that doesn't mean he went a lap down. I think he was just on pit road, like with the time that he had.
Gluck, your favorite person, Jeff Gluck, said, and he lost a lap.
Oh, well, I guess he's not going to. Yeah, and he loses a lap. I see it now.
Chris Myers hanging out with some Elvis impersonators. How come the one Elvis impersonator looks like Billy Gibbons?
Maybe it is Billy Gibbons.
My favorite Elvis impersonator is at the Elvis Nationals this weekend in Tennessee. Made the top 10. We'll see how he does. Travis Powell, former racer at Myrtle Beach Speedway, is an outstanding Elvis impersonator.
I guess Chris Myers is talking to them now.
Yeah.
I'm not
they've
listening
been
to
doing like the past few weeks is like in the middle of the race, they have like Chris Meyer and Jake where you just go out. And,
they don't have a studio to use, so
no.
Yeah, because
Fox does not have the resources to send out the Hollywood Hotel out there.
They realized how stupid it was to have Junior and Burton standing on pit road while the race was going on, so now they're having these idiots do it.
Wrong television company.
No, that's what I'm saying. Fox is trying to emulate it because they watched Junior and Burton doing those live pit feeds while the race was going on, trying to talk. You couldn't hear what the hell they were saying. It was freaking idiotic. So now Fox is trying to do the same thing.
All right. Well, Chase coming back to pit road, I guess, to top off with fuel as they're picking. All right. So leader is Mr. Bubba Wallace. As I'm going to switch the banner back to the regular
wheelhouse.
Cindric to his outside. Row 2, you got Larson and Bowman the Showman. Logano and Barry in row 3. Bell and Suarez in row 4. Hocevar.
Look at all that rubber.
Anthony Joseph Allmendinger rounding out your top 10.
Rubber's got to go somewhere. That's good. It's falling off the cars.
That's good. Neff, are you glad do you think they need to go 100 more miles than this race?
Absolutely.
Jared, was it you that said the Backstreet Boys are at the Sphere and that's why they're on the car?
That's what I thought.
That was his
Yeah.
belief.
No, you were right. I'm looking at the car right now.
I think it's they also have something with but I think it's through Live Nation is where the sponsorship came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they also own Ticketmaster, so that's why your ticket prices are so expensive.
Those darn third-party people.
Here we are again, 3 wide mid-pack.
Hey, spoiler! They haven't even started for me yet.
Ooh.
And
Oh my God, what's this?
green
Oh,
flag.
Zane Smith
just so you know,
rockets
they
to
end
the
up 3
lead.
wide.
He takes the lead, and they just gave him the win. They just
4 wide.
They just
Four
threw a
wide.
checkered flag for him. They said that no
Sudden
one can catch him.
rainstorm in the desert.
They should do that for every
The
race.
ended now.
Well, if the race ended right now, it would be
Ended
over.
now.
Look at my pick,
Exactly.
Larson. Up
And
in
Larson's
second right
shooting
now.
up to second place.
Yeah, that's
What I'm
right.
talking
Now
about.
battling for the lead. We've seen these two go side by side here before.
We have a little bit of
Bowman's
history, as they say.
Yeah, maybe Wallace can
Oh,
try
boy.
and start a fight.
Oh,
with
what's up with
Larson again.
Bowman? Oh,
Are you
loose wheel.
joking?
Oh, yeah, he's got his hand out.
Oh, it's a terrible development for
Man.
the showman. Down
There goes
pit
my
lane he
pick.
goes.
Yeah, he's got his hand out.
That is not good for Bowman.
Dang it!
A
I was
terrible
like, I'm going to be so smart. I'm going to pick
the-
someone because you just need good finishes.
man.
And oh,
Yeah.
Hosfar almost took him out.
Another observation, Kyle Busch up to 17th. Still clawing his way back from that speeding penalty.
Bowman,
Austin
that's
Dillon right there.
Bowman, that's
Hey,
my fault.
Your boy Chastain, top 10. Right
So
behind
is
Suarez.
Suarez.
Just got ahead of Suarez.
Whoa. The
Man.
thought is he has a loose wheel.
I mean, that hand stuck out the window. Down the back straightaway. He knew there was something
How
wrong.
hard did he stick that hand out the window, Jared?
He was like,
So
Wow.
You
hard.
know,
That is
you
pretty
know when
hard.
you're
Almost-
like, it's
That's a
2
pretty-
a.m.
You
and
could
you just
almost
got
see
done
his
with a
elbow.
12-hour shift and you want a bag of fries from the drive-through window. That was Alex Bowman. He just, boom.
Wow,
I'm like-
it sure is hard.
That is an in-depth analysis from Mr. Haas.
It's
My
always in
goodness.
death. I try to relate and be like, okay, this is how urgent Alex Bowman needed to get off of the track and get to pit road.
I was trying to find
Wallace.
out if Trey Lyle was opening a 5-hour energy or something there, but he's just manhandling his pen.
That's a pen.
It's a pen and the key to this display.
Wallace having a great
Gotcha.
run right now. He's actually pulling away from, well, I said that, but Larson's actually cut down a little bit on his lead.
I think the clean air is gonna be king. It appears.
It always
Clean
is.
air, always
Yeah.
king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always king because these stupid cars are sealed off to the ground.
You need to do the slide and glide if you want to get by
Gosh
people,
almighty.
as they say.
Get
Almost
these
has
things,
been able to stay
get
up
the-
there too.
Bell's
get the front
fifth.
of these cars 4 inches off the ground, and we would see real racing.
Yeah, this ain't real racing. This is fake racing.
They say
Oh, boy.
real racing.
Back
This
in
is
my
freaking
day,
con-
we leave it off block
This
and
is
just go.
Back in my day, we just
This is
shoot up for
constant
law
qualifying, man.
Back in my day, the only tool you needed was
What
a
is
hammer.
flying around back there? Somebody drop a garbage bag on the track?
Oh yeah, good old debris that flies around.
That'll end up on
Oh.
somebody's
Oof. Well,
grill,
didn't
and it'll be overheating. Then they'll
yeah,
show them
wasn't
pull
it
up behind somebody. and
last
it'll blow
year? Or
off.
was it no? It was last year when Byron had the trash
is.
bag, right?
Oh, Bell ran it over.
Oof.
Oh, is that Backstreet Boys?
It's back. All right.
Back stretch, boys. Is that what we got?
Oh,
Oh,
Mike Neff.
now Mike Neff's
He's
dropping
done it
the
again.
nuggets.
I tried.
Everybody drive by somebody.
Can't remember. There's a guy on Facebook that does different songs and different styles. And the other day
Bowman is
he
reporting.
did Backstreet
three.
Boys with like
No.
Soundgarden.
We
great.
got a
We-
caution, boys.
we do have recording artist, and we do have you get to hear from award-winning recording artist Hugh Combs every week.
Oh, that is a
I thought
caution.
you
caution.
were somebody
Half
here
hour.
from Mike
Caution.
Massey.
Yeah.
Caution
We
is
always get to
out.
hear recording artist
Caution
Mike
is
Massey.
out.
Caution! It's a caution.
Caution is out, right? I get okay.
Yeah.
Without reporting fake.
I was making sure I was seeing that right. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, maybe my thing didn't update, but no, I think it is caution.
I mean,
Tommy boy.
But what is it for?
so, I mean, you've got 80, about 100 laps.
Somebody give James Krause a hug. He's getting PTSD from seeing Wallace and Larson going at it.
So is Philip.
Philip who?
Phil Spain.
Ah,
Spain. So I believe Ty Gibbs won another lap down again. Looks like he would get the free pass again. Man.
Okay, so he did go a lap down when he went to pit road. All right.
Yeah, where is Bowman? Someone updated on that.
Bowman is the showman. He is.
Is it? Is
Bowman's 2 laps. Okay, here we go.
Bowman's 34th.
They're showing Gibbs and Ham. Well, I think the scoring doesn't update. Probably Blaney. I'm trying to figure this out. Scoring, they got to loop around, of course. So obviously Bowman, Chase Briscoe, looks like Ty Gibbs, Hamlin, and Blaney were all lapped down.
And Larson got the lead before
Yeah.
the caution.
Yeah.
No, there's not a caution out, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It was showing caution.
Your timing and scoring says there's a caution.
Yeah, there's not a caution. Okay.
Oh no, there's not.
Jared!
That's not
All right,
Jared's fault.
Jared. No, it's Jared's fault. He's in timeout.
What?
whoa!
Yeah, I said caution.
Your
I was
timing
like, yeah,
and
there
scoring
is.
says There's a caution. I'm looking right at it right now.
No, I'm looking at timing scoring right now, and it says green.
Looking at the screen on television, it certainly looks green.
Well,
That's a
I don't
really
have the
fast
race-
caution.
I don't
lap
have the
if it
race
is.
on TV.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm sorry to freak out people. Yeah, my scoring froze on that too. And the other screen as well.
Yeah, that must have been what it was. Yeah, no, very much. Okay.
What does that say?
Well, that was
what does that say?
confusing.
What does that? What color is that?
I don't know what I just showed you. I just showed you mine. You want me to
Okay.
show you mine again?
No, I saw it. So.
Oh, we are
Show me yours.
saving
I'll show you mine.
Came out.
Do you want me to put you in
Is
timeout?
this a
My fault.
chance?
Let's carry on. Larson's in the lead. Bell's
Oh,
up
we
to
are
third.
saving.
Trey just wants to show me his,
Is
and I'll
this
show him
piece a
mine.
chance?
I'll show you
Okay,
something.
I'm going to turn off the screen if this starts happening. Jesus.
Oh my god, I seriously got.
What in the world is going on?
Cars are going around a racetrack.
Here comes Byron up to fourth.
That's what's going on right now, Neff.
Congratulations to Boo Carlisle on getting engaged this weekend, by the way.
Who is that?
The local racing guy that does, what is the series he runs? Hang on, let's see if I can find it. He runs a street stock series. He also races in it. The Super Stock Tour, Star Super Stock Tour is what he runs. Super nice guy.
Okay, all right, for real. Caution's out. Yes, for real this time. Actually, though, I'm not crazy.
All right. You're going in timeout.
I'm not crazy.
You're crazy.
Will you bet Okay.
I don't know.
Can we do
You
pie to
have-
face like
Yes,
Dan
you
Patrick
fucking
does?
out.
Okay,
That's
okay.
right.
Time out.
Still haven't
Fair,
seen it
does
yet.
NASCAR know when to throw the caution?
Spins around.
If the caution doesn't come out in the next
Hey, look,
minute,
caution's out. The Red Bull car's
Minute.
spinning.
then you
Red
have
Bull
to
car is
do
spinning.
every watch party for the rest of the year.
The Van
By yourself.
Gisbergen has a broken
By
rear
yourself.
toe link thing.
No, there's SVG around.
There's
Got a
still
broken rear
no caution.
It is.
Still no
deal.
caution.
There's a
Because
caution
you're really
out.
far behind, Trey. That sounds
Dude,
like
there's a
you
caution
problem.
out.
Now
You
the
must be
caution's
20
out.
minutes
You are
behind
saved.
because it's still a caution.
I am.
Good
I'm
Lord.
actually like
2 laps
Consider-
late.
I don't know what to switch to make it go faster.
I'm watching. I mean, I don't know what you're watching. I'm watching on YouTube TV.
I have Hulu.
Me too.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Also, can we
That's-
sync up
that's-
these streaming services?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Hulu
that's
has
one
a
complaint
loose
because I've had it
interpretation
where
of live TV.
Holy cow.
I think what Hulu wants to do is make sure it's always the same quality. So they're like, oh, he had a tire go down. He's
Yeah.
like a minute behind. So Larson leads, Bell second, Wallace third, Byron fourth, Barry fifth, Joey Logano sixth, Reddick seventh, Cindric eighth, Dinger ninth, and Ross Chastain 10th. Kyle Busch back to 12th.
Hosts of our 11th, Bush 12th, Suarez 13th, Busher 14th, Gregson 15th, Austin Dillon in 16th. That Jones boy is in 17th, Stenhouse in 18th, Gilliland 19th, and Priest, your RFK representative, in 20th. Wow, look, we have a screen thing that says caution.
Yeah.
That's fancy. Now, why it's
You
not
gotta let her
yellow?
know when
Why it's not yellow, I don't understand, but oh well.
Well, it's because it has to match the color format of the thing.
We're fancy, but we're not that fancy. We're Applebee's fancy.
All right, let's see how many penalties we can get on pit road this time. Hey, by the way, can we please put a moratorium on a discussion about how hard it is to get on pit road at every freaking racetrack and just
See,
make
Neff,
the assumption that it's always hard to get on pit road?
see, Neff, this
Every
is how I
track
can,
we go to, they say it's
See,
really
Neff,
hard to
this-
get on this pit road.
There we
see,
go.
I can make it. See, I can make it yellow, but the
There you
problem
go.
is, let me find the right yellow. How about that?
That looks great. I love it. And then when we turn
But
green,
the
we
bottom
turn
is
it back
also
to
in yellow.
green. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We can keep that
I
yellow.
don't mind that.
At least the viewers will know when they're watching that this is under caution. Oh
Yeah,
wow!
both
Bubba
viewers
Wallace
will realize
barely beats out William Byron. I also remember, was it 2 years ago when
Ooh,
Kyle
Bell
Larson-
Bell had an issue with the tire. He pulled into Briscoe's pit stop after because he didn't think they got the tire on. So 2 JGR crews with tire problems. You could say they're tired of it.
Did you just say Bell pulled into Briscoe's pit because of a loose tire?
Yes, so Bell pulled
I
off from
don't
his
know that
pit.
Briscoe's team would be the one that I would go to after their
No.
earlier performance in his.
Well, no, I think
race.
it's just it was right there. Like he's probably gonna have to go back to his.
I understand, but I think I'd have pulled over into somebody else's pit before I went to Briscoe since they already lost a tire this race. Just saying.
Wallace, folks, are we in the twilight zone? 2311 of having good pit stops.
It happens.
I will say this is what I think this is their second year of having their own their own teams, not a JGR licensed team, and their first full year with Airspeed where they can actually like develop people. So I think that you're starting to see this come to fruition.
Gotcha.
I think
I'll buy that.
they were talking about trying to find the right people, and like I said, they mentioned they had those rented crews, and now they're trying to get those right people in the right places and starting to pay off here. So, I mean, it's not easy to assemble a pit crew that can change 4 tires and fuel a car in less than 10 seconds, even less than 9 seconds. I mean, some people they can't even. Yeah, it's like 9 seconds is not that fast. I mean, it's not that.
So
much
Bell
time.
gets a penalty.
I was just gonna
He's
say
pulled
it's
in
not that fast. Dude, try
It's not. I mixed up my words. I said it was fast, and it's not that much time.
Bell actually had Briscoe's pit crew tighten his wheel, so he gets a penalty for pitting outside the box.
It'll probably fall off shortly. William Byron up to P2. Bell falling to the rear.
Tough
All right, let's watch this pit stop
Yeah,
and
this
see
is
where
weird.
the problem happens. Oh, front tire changer was nowhere close to being done. He about got drugged down pit lane.
I mean,
Whoa, and then you're going to try to run into Byron and Larson.
I would say that's a good move by Bell, though.
And Barry. Good Lord.
You don't get the 2-lap penalty or suspension.
Yeah, you don't get the 2 lap, and you just start the
Wow.
tail end of the field.
Oh, Josh Berry with the evasive move. Man, they're like, I guess.
I love
That
that.
is so strange.
But smart. I mean, it's
When
better
is-
than
No, it is. It's genius. But when was the last time you've seen a
Even
car pit in the wrong pit box and the crew services it anyway?
Well, I mean,
even
Has that ever happened?
They are teammates.
yeah,
Oh, I know. But I
had
mean,
it-
still.
I mean, it has
Even if-
happened in the past where, like, say, like a Joe Gibbs car runs out of fuel, and they'll like the teammates of that team that are up further pit road where the car's closer, they'll like try to run it down pit road to bring it to their pit stall. But I haven't seen like
wasn't
pin
it
somebody else's
a
one.
500 where like Mayfield's crew pushed Casey Kane's car because it ran out of gas or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, I feel like it was an Everham team. I think it was Kansas, maybe. I don't think it was Daytona.
There's some Kyle Busch fans still
With
wearing
number
18
18
shirts.
shirts. Those are old school.
One's got
Yeah.
8 hat in camo.
Back to green. Away we go.
And
Outside lane once again. Starting
top
like,
4 are
Dude.
2311 and Hendrick Motorsports. Uh-oh. Carson Osvar 5th.
Oh no! Oh my gosh!
I can
and
flip
rid of
it.
the
I can
wall
flip
coming
it,
off
Jared.
of turn 2.
right.
Kyle Busch got all
Fucking
sorts of
Trey.
parts falling
Oh.
off the damn car. All sorts of
Oh,
parts.
there we go.
falling
Now
off
we got
the
it all
car.
green.
Yeah, you might
I got
change
you,
that,
Jared.
Trey.
Yeah, it's going to be
Oh.
Oh, he had a
Oh.
loose wheel.
Oh,
Oh, the wheel came completely off. Yeah, there's Jared, you shouldn't change it because we could have just kept it by the time we
they
got
just go back to yellow.
Yeah, just leave it on yellow at this
I
point in
mean,
time.
what that in the world? I mean that's
Sorry, I'm-
separated from the center.
It's coming apart right there, and off
Yeah.
the wall we go, and then all sorts of parts start flying out the back of the car. That's wild.
Yeah, that thing just wow.
So much for my pick.
All right. Well, I'm going to change this back to green real quick just to get the color right. So I think
Yeah, usually there's a two sides to that, and it looks like that. I cut through that.
that seems like the
Tire.
right. That seems the right green, right, folks?
Yeah, there you go.
A little darker, I would think, but I'll live with
That's
it. Whatever you
good
choose.
enough. The green
Close
show
enough for
background
government work.
screens.
All right. Now I have the colors saved, so now all I have to do is this to change it back. Oh, Justin, you're back. He is our favorite. Justin is our favorite Kyle Busch fan. Man, bad
I
time,
feel
bud.
bad. You picked the wrong time. Picked about the worst time to. Yeah,
To show up.
I know.
Yeah, glad you showed up just in time to watch his tire fall off there, Justin.
The Cowboy said it's broke. It's done. The brake pedal's done.
So did the brakes go, or did?
It probably broke some stuff in there, considering the
Yeah.
tire was split. So
Broke all sorts of stuff because there was parts flying everywhere when he hit that wall.
yeah.
Yeah, I think James, you're right. 6 contenders having an issue in less than 2 stages. Probably a fair assessment.
Love those single lug tires. Or should I say wheels?
Yeah, the ironic part is like I said, with Bell being back there, all the legacy motor club cars are running ahead of all the Joe Gibbs racing cars. Oof.
Ty Gibbs get back on the lead lap yet?
Let's see here. Hamlin's received the free pass for the most recent caution here with the Kyle Busch one.
Retro
Ryan Blaney received
Rich
the free
chiming
pass
in.
for the SVG one.
Retro Rich chiming in. Not a fan of your hair there, J Red.
Who? Top right. Oh, Jared. That might be Brian Nolan's burner. That might be Brian's burner.
I've got this is all natural.
Brian Nolan's burner.
You got to use them when you use them with the curls. So
Dalton's only here, audio only. Where did our nameplates go? I don't know what everybody's names are.
When the little thing pops up, the banner, we have to watch. If I take it off, our names come back.
Yeah.
Neff, it's okay.
I like it. I'm just trying to understand how this all flows. It's my first time doing this. I gotta understand how everything ties together.
I wonder if this dude just popped in, he's somehow we popped up on his YouTube algorithm, and he just popped in just to say, "Please cut your hair," and then left.
I mean,
Jared,
he might be a hairstylist for all I know.
Got it, Jared. I have an idea. If a certain driver wins this race, you have to shave your head.
I'm not shaving my head. I'll cut it, but I won't shave it.
No, shave. Like live on air. Like go run, get the clippers.
It's hair, man. It grows back.
Hey.
I know. I did not look good when I did a buzz cut, and I mean, this stuff has all.
Justin, I'm afraid I have some bad news. I don't think Kyle Busch is going to be able to recover
Justin
today.
that he ain't coming back for a good finish this time.
Yeah,
I don't think he's coming back at all.
Yeah, probably not. Because if you watch behind him, there's parts and pieces flying everywhere.
Bowman caught speeding. McDowell caught speeding.
What are the odds of that?
They say the lineup is Byron, Larson, Wallace, Reddick, Hocevar, Barry, Allmendinger, Suarez, Logano, Gregson. Just as FYI.
And what did we mention during the beginning of the race? Chevys were going to look good. Chevys won 2.
And Toyota's 3-4.
Ford's 5 and 6? Question mark.
Mike,
Yes, sir.
Sean this morning.
What's that?
Michael Waltrip called Shane Van Gisbergen and Sean. I'm listening to it right now.
What to Van Gisbergen's work? Oh, here we
He
go.
called him Sean. Sean. He called him
Nice.
Sean.
That's awesome.
And apparently, Brian Nolan said that somebody was sewing in the media center.
Got to get stuff done.
Yeah, man. There's baby showers to go to. You got to have those hats crocheted.
Kyle Busch is heading to the garage.
Yeah, Kyle Busch is going to the garage, guys.
The garage.
Trey, did you know that Kyle Busch is going to the garage?
I now do.
Wow.
Was it Matt Weaver that was crocheting in the media center?
Yeah, Matt Weaver definitely seems like a
Because he could use a hat on that
guy.
on that Baron Dome of his.
So they didn't call it caution real late if Wallace somehow ends up third in that situation. Caleb Barnes with an epic reply to your tweet. Dalton, he said they're going to start double stacking
What's the last
cars like an F1 race. It's like teams can save money. Ooh, that girl's got a cannon.
She's also got go-go boots on.
You don't better. Oh, Butterfingers.
Yeah, he looked like Marvin with the small hands.
Yeah, I bet AJ Foyt wouldn't have caught that either. So
AJ Foyt wouldn't have bothered because he's too busy winning the race.
look at all that parking.
Gotta make sure we have the stat of
All right.
wheels lost.
Hocevar in the top 5. Suarez 8th.
Allmendinger.
Gregson hanging around the
Yeah,
top
Gregson
10.
up in the top 10 now.
Austin Dillon in 11th.
Neff, why are you adding an extra W to it to Suarez's last name just for fun?
Suarez.
That's another one of those of a local. I heard some local sports person who doesn't know racing say Suarez.
Okay.
It's always stuck with me. And I'll be fair, I truly appreciate Daniel because watching him as he came through the ranks,
Michael Massey's shooting with his family, so
every time that he would go to a track the second time, he ran better than the first time. He always learned from his previous experiences. I also came here not knowing how to speak the dang language and figured it out, which was amazing. Green flag. Larson actually gets a decent jump in the outside lane for once. First guy to really do good in the outside lane. 4 wide back.
Yeah, Barry losing ground. Here comes Suarez.
who is that on the inside of Busher? Is it Austin Dillon?
On the inside of Busher?
He forced it 3 wide. It might have been Ross. I think it's Ross. It was Ross.
Of course it's Ross.
Of course, it's Ross.
Might have been Hocevar, but he's further forward.
So Bush becomes the first driver behind the wall.
Man,
So he'll finish last.
Likely.
Sorry, Justin. Sorry, Justin.
Who's finishing last?
Kyle Busch.
Oh, is he officially out?
He's behind the wall. He's not out.
Well, Randall will tune him up.
Neff, if you're concerned, 48-45 Wisconsin over Michigan with the 4:20 left.
Awesome. Really not concerned. It's going to be another disappointing year for the Boilermakers, so I'm just already resigned myself.
Are they
to
even
not
making
caring
the
about
they're
big-
making the tournament?
Oh, they'll be in the tournament. That's a given, but they'll be out before the end of the first weekend. I'll tell you that.
NCAA tournament, March Madness, Selection Sunday.
Hendrick up in there, almost in the wall.
Trying to bump our Dialgo up.
So does the Algo actually do voice recognition?
Well, you never know. It's better to do that.
I think if it
like
does,
say
we should say March Madness after every statement we make.
no, Arch Manning is the one with, if you want to say Arch. Shout out to Arch Manning.
No, March
Maybe
Madness.
Carson Beck is the quarterback to say this week, given the recent headlines with him.
Chastain, top 10 March Madness. Chris Busher now top 10 March Madness.
Kyle Larson.
We're going to get into
for
March Madness algorithm, and we're not going to do well because we're
It's
not
only-
March Madness.
It's going to be only Kyle Larson on the court.
It's
Yeah.
no,
but
this
we'll
is
get the
March.
clicks. All I care about is the clicks, dude. It doesn't matter
There we
if they
go.
stick around.
Hey,
They just got
Don't make fun of the goat like that. The Rizzler.
What are we
Get
baby
out.
gronking
Get
about?
out of here.
Do you know who the Rizzler is, Mike?
I do not. I have heard of Rizzling, but I do
good.
not know who the Rizzler is.
You should Google him. He's the man.
Yeah, he's
Is
so
is he a
entertaining.
wrestler?
Hey, don't no. Well,
He
he
should
has
be.
appeared in wrestling events.
He has. He should be.
Okay.
He should be a wrestler.
His name, he is the Panther dressed in black.
Gotcha.
The Black
If
Panther.
he gives
know
your
the-
girl the
I
Riz
know
face,
the-
there's no chance she's going back.
I know the Riddler.
It's this little kid that does this face, Neff. It's like
he
this.
does this. This is his claim to fame. This is what he does.
He's part of the
Okay.
Costco guys universe.
The Costco Guys cinematic universe.
We went from the
Well-
thinker to this.
And
How
Big
far have
Boom
we fallen
AJ
as a society?
Oh,
And-
4 wide.
and AJ, the dad, is a actual wrestler, and his wrestler name is Big Boom AJ because they bring the boom. That's what they do.
Gotcha.
And they go to Costco, where they get the double chunk chocolate cookie and,
Oh,
and a chicken
no.
bake. I like how we're just not paying attention.
More issues for SBG.
39 to
Uh-oh,
go.
Gee, smoking front tire again.
Yeah, he's still be smoking.
But they apparently
Wouldn't that
fixed
be-
that rear toe link
It
because it's
appears
running
that
in a
ti-
straight line.
Oh my God, the tire's on the Barbie.
Oof.
The tire's
What?
on the Barbie.
Stop it.
Talk about bad day going worse for SVG. Another tire down.
Looks like that the monster of a tire is controlling that Red
Byron
Bull.
swings around Reddick to move into second place and
Hey.
gaining rapidly on Larson.
Hey, we're in for a McLaren sweep, it appears.
Never know.
I think it's fantastic that the 2311 cars, Reddick and Wallace, are currently 3rd and 4th, and Riley Herbst is in a very solid contending 21st place right now.
Well, for a rookie, that's pretty good at your first mile and a half.
He's a
not.
rookie.
SVG has had a rough.
Are you saying it's
year.
not good or is it not?
So it's not. Yeah, no, I'm saying it's not good.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know. If you're driving for 2311, your standards
And you're a
should
rookie.
probably be a little bit higher. Yeah. I mean, but he's won in Las Vegas.
in the Xfinity
Dominated
Series,
crashing. Yeah.
Should we point out that Ty Gibbs is a lap down in Joe Gibbs racing equipment?
should we point out that
And
oh,
he's
Riley-
not a rookie?
Maybe it's time for Riley Herbst to take over the 54 car.
There you
No,
go.
I was gonna
he'll be
point
able
out
to
that
hang
Riley
on to the
Herbst is out.
monster sponsorship.
Riley Herbst is outrunning his boss right now.
There you
Put
go.
a pin on the SVG
just-
stuff. He's only had two top 20 finishes outside the road courses. Two.
Yeah,
in his
that's
Cup
what
Series
I
career.
think that. Yeah,
Well, he
that's
hasn't-
kind of was expected.
Yeah, he
Speaking of
hasn't
which,
run a
there's
whole
your
lot of-
2311 graphic right there. 3rd, 4th, 22nd.
He hasn't run a whole
Honestly,
lot of oval races,
I
though, I
expected-
don't think. I mean,
But I mean,
I
like,
guess that's not good either, yeah.
no. I mean, he's got 15th at Talladega and 12th at Martinsville.
Look at Chase
Oh, man.
Briscoe
That's
driving up
great
here
to
by
see.
Well,
a
he's
car.
actually that's it outside the road courses. I
Super
mean, he hasn't had a
speed
ton,
races.
but still, this has been
Yeah.
not a good season.
Briscoe going to get a lap back the old-fashioned way.
He's
By
got
who?
plenty of laps to make up, though, Neff.
Yes, he does.
Plenty of cars to pass to get his lap back. You're acting like he's about to pass Larson.
He's getting there. Give him a minute.
He might need more than a minute.
Here's more of our stupid custom-made tires.
In a Goodyear commercial. That's great. That's perfect
That's
timing. You,
Not
a
great
loose wheel,
timing.
and then it's a Goodyear commercial.
I don't know.
I will
You-
say the one thing that I feel like gets slack with the Goodyear was especially in the mid 2000s of like, I feel like Neff remembers the time when like Charlotte, they would shred all the tires, seemed like every 20 laps, and Indy as well. I would say that's partly team's fault. I mean, probably not now, but like I'd say this whole conversation that shifted having a harder tire, which made it a lot harder for fall off and drivers to conserve. It's because people were abusing those tires and they were blown out.
Right. And the whole argument that I had at that whole time, and I still do, it's not the tire manufacturer's fault that you're blowing their tires out. They tell you what pressures to run, what cambers you're allowed to run, and you go outside of it and the tire blows. That's not Goodyear's fault.
So is it Goodyear's fault if the tires keep falling off? Like they are today?
Oh, like they're falling off the cars?
Yeah.
No. that's the
teams.
Exactly.
Air gun spindle manufacturer.
I wasn't. To be clear, I was not blaming Goodyear.
No, I've already tweeted that you talk crap about Goodyear. So
I thought it was hilarious.
Goodyear police are on their way. They're going to arrest you.
I just thought it was hilarious how you just see this like tire, the loose tire, and then it's just a Goodyear commercial on how they built the tire.
Yeah, timing is fabulous. The thing that I have argued forever, and I will until it happens, and it's never going to happen, is that we don't need unique per racetrack tires. We should have short track tires, intermediate tires, super speedway tires, and road course tires. Soft, medium, hard for each type of course. Go. And that way the teams can have them and save money by having the same tires for every type of, or every intermediate track they go to. They bring their tires and let Goodyear control them between races so you don't have to worry about doping and that crap because teams would do that. So Goodyear maintains control between races. But, I mean, we go to Michigan, they have a different compound for the left side and the right side. That's just stupid.
Get excited for Thermal Club next week.
Thermal Club.
I've heard is very beautiful.
So that's crazy. Oh, they're not even showing the Cup race. Is the Cup race on Fox next week?
No, it's on.
FS1.
It's basically FS1, except for I think they mostly ran through their rocks races, except for Talladega.
Yeah, Talladega's I think the last one. That's going to be on main network Fox.
Because all the IndyCar races are going to be on Big Fox.
The fastest racing in the world.
Yeah, don't tell the driver.
Apparently, they've never watched NHRA before.
Yeah,
that was funny. The guy won and then just went off on Fox. Okay, so how can you call it drivers only when technically Kevin Harvick is not a driver anymore?
Good answer. I like how you think.
I mean, did he recently race with like Keelan?
Yeah, but not in.
Okay.
Yeah, not in NASCAR since
level.
he's retired, but yeah, I mean.
Well, it was in NASCAR. It just wasn't National Series.
Yeah.
Was it?
The top three.
What was it? I thought it was a late model race.
It was a late.
The weekly series. Oh, gotcha.
NASCAR weekly series.
Oh.
Speaking about making me feel old, freaking Wyatt Miller is driving a late model now.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Kelly Earnhardt pushing him around in the stroller at Millbridge Speedway when he was born. And now he's driving a freaking late model.
Don't look now, but Chris Buescher up to 9th.
There you go.
Hey!
Logano, first defending champion with no top 10s in the first 4 races.
Yep. But most laps led this season.
And the hits.
But he's 9th in points.
Stop coming.
No top 10s in 4 races, but he's 9th in points. How messed up is that?
Are you saying
that's the
Kyle
way to
Busch
mid-race
off track.
points right there?
Kyle Busch off track. Nita Wreck is 20th.
Where's Christopher Bell right now?
Christopher Bell is in
28th.
28th, yeah.
Wait, why? I'm sorry. Did I miss? Like I know he
Bell
had a
to start in the back
yeah. I
because
know
of the penalty.
Okay.
The tire
He had
penalty.
the penalty, and he hasn't really made up any.
Yeah, that's the part I'm confused because he has not made up like any ground at all. I mean, then again, neither has Alex Bowman.
No one really.
I mean, If he's 28th, he's passed what? 8 cars? 6
He's
cars?
passed one car. He's the second to last car in the lead lap.
Right, but you have to start tail end of the longest line. So he's behind those cars that are laps down
I
when
guess.
they start. So he has to pass them.
Yeah, Cindric's up to 25th, Bowman 26th.
Man, that Jones boy just about wrecked into the back of freaking Blaney right there. Jones with the Dollar Tree paint scheme that looks like Lowe's Foods. I like it.
Jones outside. This is for 14th.
That's
Blaney
bad on
just
me, yeah.
says, See ya. Blaney up 11 since the restart.
The dual pin
It's
Pennzoil
been
schemes.
Reddick and Larson running the fastest laps, but Byron was the previous lap, and don't look now. Suarez was popping up in the fastest laps.
So it looks like that. I feel like we've never seen speed out of Suarez and an oval. Felt like ever since the Trackhouse days. It's been mainly Ross Chastain that's had the speed, and that we haven't really seen that since his Darlington incident.
Kyle Busch.
Gotcha.
heading
You
over
don't-
the track.
34.
You don't- You don't count the second place finish at Atlanta or third place finish at Atlanta, or no, win at Atlanta.
We wanted Atlanta. I mean, that's super speedway racing. That wasn't
Nah,
right.
Yeah, caution.
Can we please stop calling Atlanta Super Speedway? And Michael McDowell.
Super speedway racing.
Super speedway
Dylan.
style racing.
Atlanta
That's
is
Dylan.
not a super speedway.
Ooh.
Make it stop.
That's Todd
That is
Gilliland
Gilliland,
into
My bad.
I'm not going to promote the brand. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Caution flags up. By the way.
Yeah, 34 on the wall. And
Add salt to the wound. Bush is back on the track, but they're going to hold him 2 laps because he lost a wheel. Like, what's the point? Like, he's already.
Oh
served
my
him.
God. I
Everybody's
promise
down.
you he is fuming right now. I guarantee it. Oh
Dropping
my
F
God,
bombs
that's
on here,
hilarious.
Neff.
okay,
What happened?
You dropping F
what
bombs?
tire was it?
I cut
though?
it short. I didn't say it.
No, you got the FUCK. You just didn't get the G.
I got that part. I didn't hit the K.
No, you
I
went.
cut it short.
No, you got the K in there.
Get out of here. Replay it. I disagree. I cut it short.
Don't
On the
worry.
internet anyway.
Tom
it's not
Bowles
FCC
allegedly is going to show up at some point, and
It's
he
not
was
FCC
cursing a plane when
regulated
he did
anyway.
this.
Not
Lose mon-
FCC regulated.
But we
anyway.
lose money. We won't get monetized.
Yeah, we got to make sure we got to pay the bills, Mike.
Oh, now wait a minute. We don't get monetized.
If we say fuck, yeah, no, we don't.
Oh,
Tell me how much.
say it again, Trey. There you go. That'll fix it.
Tell me how much freaking Aussie man doesn't get monetized because he says F's all the time. That's part of his. Shtick.
Who's Aussie man?
The Australian guy that does the narration of stuff?
Oh.
Yeah, there's other ways to make money, Neff.
I'm just. I was
He's
doing
got
it as a
like
joke.
10 million followers.
Yeah.
I promise you, they pay him. I guarantee they pay him.
He probably does it through sponsorship.
Yeah, he has sponsorship. There's different structures how to get paid, and that
But I'm telling you, YouTube is paying him. I
don't know.
guarantee.
I think it's just
Guarantee.
sponsors. That's how they get
There's
around it.
the sponsors, like because there's sometimes a limited range of ads that he can get. That makes sense.
Uh-huh.
I mean, one of the number
Might
one guys
not
on
be the grumpy old
YouTube
man again, but that's okay.
curses all the time on YouTube, so I think we'll be okay.
Oh yeah, we'll be
Pit road here.
Kyle Busch is destination F'd.
all right. Now who's gonna be screwing up this time?
All of them.
Joe Hendricks. 2311. Oops. Oh, I guess we lost 2311. Oh, here we go. Oh. I like how we had a 4 split screen of 200 cars and 2 2311 cars, and then by the end of the
Who's
pit
the
stops, it
purple
was
car?
400 cars.
Someone must have taken 2 tires because this
Oh,
is.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
what did I say earlier? Ross Chastain's going to do something to get that strategy to get up front. 2
Chastain,
tires.
Jones, Hamlin, first 3 off. They all took 2 tires.
Ozzy Man Reviews has 6.15 million subscribers on YouTube.
We don't have that many, Mike.
And he says the F word all the time. And I promise you, they pay him.
Ooh, turn around, short.
What are we turning around?
I'm watching the Big Ten championship game. Michigan's up 55-53 with 30 seconds left. Wisconsin just missed a turnaround, Jay.
I like how Trey is watching a basketball game while he's watching the race.
This is March. We don't sleep till May, Jared.
This is March Madness. March
Hey,
Madness,
Jared.
March Madness, March Madness.
I have to host these every week, it appears, except when I'm gone for races. Guess what I have to do? Guess what I'm gonna do next week? Be watching basketball while the race goes on. Professional, because it's the NCAA tournament.
Or you could be like me, stay up until like 5 a.m.
Watching
what?
basketball?
I do whatever.
The game ends at 5 a.m. I have to get up at 5 a.m. for work every day. I hope the basketball game doesn't end at 5 a.m. I hope it.
Yeah, that would
Well,
be
you record it and then you watch it during the night.
No,
No.
that's dumb.
Yeah, but I can watch it right now on my phone. It's a commercial break, so it's not like I'm missing anything.
There
Here.
you go.
Man, this
Hey,
is a
speaking
great ad. This guy is it's a coffee ad. I love coffee.
There you go.
Better.
All over America, Napa. All right. Speaking of breaks, I have to run to the restroom. I shall return momentarily.
All right, I'll kick you out.
Uh,
Oh my God, he's taking us with him. I'm just kidding.
did Ty Gibbs
Ooh,
not
good
take?
take.
Oh, no, he did take. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so top 3 only took 2 tires. But yeah, Gibbs
I said
Gibbs with the free pass again.
79, 66.
Yeah, look at that. Blaney up to 16th.
So we're gonna see how big of tires are a factor now.
Yeah. Was it 14 to go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting to see if he can actually hold on, if Chastain can actually hold on to it.
They were, yeah. The big question is Chastain was 11th before the pit stops. So can he be better than the position that he was?
Yeah. We'll score points.
Yeah.
I mean, he could.
Where
His
was
car was good enough in
Jones?
clean air. He could win. He could win the stage.
Jones was 15th and Hamlin was 21st.
Okay, so Hamlin could be a big winner here.
Yeah.
Gregson up to 13th.
Yeah, he was running.
He was in the top 10 for a little bit,
Well,
wasn't
yeah,
he?
he was in the top 10. He was right behind Chastain at 12 before those pit stops.
Tired, Jared?
Yeah, I took a little nap, which I feel a little bit better, but I mean, I didn't go to bed till 6 a.m. this morning.
Whoa, Hamlin loses a ton of ground.
Welcome back, old man.
Glad to be back. Thank you very much. I should show you some of my cool memorabilia I have in my man cave.
All right, green flag.
Wow, look at Larson.
3
wide, 3 wide, 4 wide.
I think
Larson
these
threading the
guys
needle.
And host of
Yeah.
our
In second place. Whoa, not so fast, my friend. We're going to go 3 wide all
look
the way
at
around
Bubble.
the track.
Oh, Bubble's
William
gonna
Byron
give him a
says,
show.
I'm not letting you in here. And that
Thread the
Jones
needle.
boy's like, y'all just do whatever you got to do. Bubba Wallace is going to give me a firm one in the backside, and I'm going to the second spot.
Oh, Wallace be handing out back shots.
That's what she said.
That was the
also just said, I'm going to help out my Toyota teammate, not these undercars.
Well, he also is helping out his former ride, theoretically.
Host of ours trying to figure out which one of them he's going to wreck so he can get through.
joke.
He's trying to figure out how to make it 4 wide.
Speaking of which, Hostvar is awesome. If you guys ever get to interview him, he is a phenomenal dude.
Oh, yeah. Definitely some
Well,
character.
2 tires are working for the one in the 43, it appears. Well, it helps that the 3 behind him are side by side.
There's just
I mean,
chaos
Hamlet's
going
still
on
holding
everywhere
strong in
back here.
8th for still
Yeah.
a couple laps on those.
Byron cleared him. Who is in the? Oh, that's Gregson.
Here they're bragging about Chastain for you.
I am not even listening.
No, I was just reading the graphic that said he's had 4 top 10 finishes in 5 races at Vegas.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my gosh, no way.
Way.
What were the
Yeah.
first stage results? You guys remember?
Kyle Busch, 31 laps down. Awesome.
Cindric, Bowman, Elliott, Wallace, Larson, Allmendinger, Logano, Barry, Hocevar, Bell.
That's what I thought.
And a partridge
Guys
in a pear tree.
might not believe this.
Oh, I believe it.
Maybe
Fill
you
us
will.
in.
I don't know. Maybe you know more than I do. Chastain has
Oh!
not scored.
43 up.
No,
Chastain has
How about
not
packed
scored
air?
a single stage point the entire year so far.
well, he's about to.
He's about to.
No. A playoff stage win? Or just a point?
No, stage point. Period.
Get out of here.
Dead serious.
That can't be right.
I'm looking at the
I
results.
believe
right
in
now.
you. That's ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Why
Well,
not?
Byron might take it away from him though.
Yeah. I mean,
He's still going to get stage
Larson
points.
and Byron are faster than Chastain, but I mean, Chastain has been running comparable lap times to him.
He's still going to get stage points.
Yeah.
He's still going to get stage points. He's going to get track position as well. And that was the big thing that the number 1 car needed.
I'm assuming your second favorite is Ross Chastain. Justin?
If he's a Kyle Busch fan, I don't know. Somehow I doubt that.
I mean, I'm just guessing. I don't know. Like if it's his second favorite. Yeah. Now it's both Byron and Larson got by him. I bet Bubba would get by him too. Maybe not, but
Yeah, this was looking like 2 tires is a good strategy if you were way back there.
it also shows that 2 tires would be good if you get a caution with 5 to go
Yeah, I mean,
because it lasted a couple laps.
Yeah, they took over the lead. What?
yeah, 5 to 10
It was
laps. that's what
15 to
you
go.
got. Yep. Chastain's third.
Larson.
Oh, here comes Lars. Oh,
Yep.
oh boy, they about touched.
Every time we touch, we get in a wreck.
Is that a Puke Combs preview?
No, Pew
I
Combs
don't-
is more. He's more got a twang to his songs.
Oh, Justin Moore's second favorite driver is Blaney, who
Gotcha.
is recovering nicely. Yeah, again, he's in 7th after being
Yep.
2 laps down.
Kosovar and Wallace battling for 4th.
Ooh, who's far?
Oh, he sent him in the. Mm.
Oh,
Kosovar tried to do what Larson did to both.
yeah, he
Bubba
sure
here.
did. He sure did.
Glide and glide it.
Sounds kinky. Send him in the.
Can you?
Grunt.
Oh, Fox, why did you go away? That's a good battle. I know that lead is happening.
Because it's the end of the stage. We got to show that because we
Oh,
stopped.
Bubba
the
just
race.
shut the door on him. Bubba just shut the door. He said, "I'm shutting the. You're gonna get out of this and shut the door."
Blaney got stage points there. How about that?
And Chastain.
6th. How about that? Yeah.
The blader.
So if I'm
Reddick, Stenhouse.
end of the race, I'm looking at Hamlin did gain, I think, about 7 or 8 spots. Jones actually net lost
Larson, Byron, Chastain, Wallace, Kosovar,
positions.
Suarez, Blaney, Barry, Reddick, and Jones.
So yeah, that's a
Jones,
really
boy.
mixed bag of results for 2 tires.
Oh, we're under caution now there, Trey Lyle.
Oh, I gotta change the thing. Yeah, I will. Give me one
Can
second.
you do something with like green and white checkered to symbolize the
No,
end of the
you only can
stage,
do
and then
one
we can run
color.
the next lap to paint it yellow.
It's okay.
Nice. Nicely done.
Finally got it.
All right, who's writing War and Peace in here today, by the way? Jesus Christ. There's way too much typing going on.
That's probably me. It's almost like we're writers or something. Can you imagine?
Exactly. We're supposed to be
I
doing,
am. Half of us here are not writers, so
Oh,
supposed to be doing video
2 of
right
us
now.
are. So
Are you calling me not a writer?
I said 2 of us are.
No,
I was
Trey
referring to
said-
Jared and myself.
Yeah, he's talking about Jared. And
Oh, so Jared's
himself.
not a writer? Okay. Because he's up there typing like he is one.
That was Dalton. That was not
That's
me.
me.
Oh, I thought you were like turned and your arms were going like that, Jared.
I have a. Oh no.
I may have been looking at my phone, but that's about it.
Yeah, I got you. All good.
I handle all the behind the scenes stuff with the YouTube, so
Trey must have went to the bathroom.
yeah, Trey has taken a stage break for himself and still have not seen.
Wonder if he's getting stage points.
Will he get stage points is the question. Yeah, Eric Jones, Justin Moore said he's a pretty good day. I mean, pretty decent so far. I mean, not the stage result that he wanted, even though he took 2 tires and lost those positions. But I mean, that's at least promising day for Legacy Motor Club, considering last season was just a mess.
I hope a Truck Series driver does a typical Truck Series driver thing during this drivers only thing, so that the drivers have to be super critical.
I forgot this is a Truck Series race. It's not an Xfinity race. Xfinity's on the CW. Oh, wait, they're actually on Big Fox on this. That's weird. Did not realize that.
Yeah, somebody should tweet that out. Or excuse me, X that out.
Exit out.
Why is Kevin
Next
Harvick
post.
on the driver's
Post.
only broadcast?
Post. It's
You
called a
should do that,
post if
Mike,
you want
now.
to refer to it as.
I'm getting ready to. Hang on, give me a minute.
Now you got to write your War and Peace novel.
Yeah, but mine doesn't click because I'm doing it on my phone. Plus, post. Why is at Kevin Harvick? Should I tag him? I think I should tag him. Why is Kevin Harvick on the drivers
And why does he steal podcast
Oh.
names?
broadcast? Question mark. He doesn't drive anymore.
He races late models.
Hashtag just curious. Go.
Mike, is that how
There
you
you go.
write? Do you just say out loud like?
But when I'm writing,
Yeah.
no.
He just transcribes.
It's in my head. I'm saying it, but I don't say it out loud.
10 reasons why AJ Foyt is better than your favorite
Than
driver.
every other human being
Than
who's
every
ever
other
sat
human
in a
being.
race car.
Is
in a
Mike
race car.
Neff? Is all your articles this season just going to be how you're going to compare each driver to AJ Foyt?
No,
Should
I
be.
could do.
Yeah.
Should
How
be.
is
My-
Kyle Larson the next AJ
Like-
Foyt?
My
How is William Byron the
first
next
one-
AJ Foyt? How's Bubba Wallace?
my first one was that there are people alive that have never that are like there's a whole generation now that has never seen Dale Earnhardt drive a car. I mean, you're 24 years old and you haven't seen Dale Earnhardt.
You're
were
my brother.
born the
My
day
brother was
after Dale
born-
Earnhardt passed.
My brother was born August 2000. So, I mean, he's essentially.
Yeah,
like-
I mean,
and
he
my
was
brother doesn't
alive,
watch
but he
NASCAR.
didn't really see it.
Yeah.
But
My
yeah,
but my brother doesn't really watch NASCAR anyways, so he's never really seen any driver drive.
that was the gist of my article was, yeah, you didn't see the
Suarez two
quote-unquote
tires.
pass in the grass.
Yeah.
You didn't see him cleaning his windshield at Richmond. You didn't see him wreck Terry Labonte twice at Bristol. All of that stuff that is his legend. I can't believe Toyota did that in their commercial. That is just
What?
silly. They're talking about the hottest drivers going and put Tony Breidinger in there. Come on. Come on.
Maybe they mean literally.
If they meant literally, then that would
Again,
mean that she has
come on.
She'd be on fire.
Yeah, she'd be on fire.
No, there's another meaning for hot.
No, but not literally.
You said literally.
That's true.
Uh-oh, Ty Dillon removed equipment.
Womp womp.
Another week, another issue for Ty Dillon. Oof.
I saw somebody else.
Credit to him
Riley
yesterday for filling
Herbst
in for
also.
Josh Williams.
Riley Herbst with the penalty.
Penalty.
So 2 hours ago, our peerless leader said, I'll be on the front stretch watch party, more of a guest appearance this
Yeah,
week
I know.
with Trey, Mike, and Jared Haas.
Chris Busher has a loose
Yeah, and he
wheel.
hasn't
So,
shown up yet.
He,
I just
he
sent him a
lied
text.
to us. That's
We'll see if he shows up.
Unacceptable.
Our fearless leader has been busy doing stuff behind the scenes.
Jared, are you
Peerless,
in trouble? Is
not
what you're trying to
fearless.
say?
Peerless.
I
He
don't
has
know.
fears. But he's
That's what
peerless.
we usually call him, is fearless leader, right?
No, it's peerless, not fearless.
Fearless. Okay.
He has no peer. He has fears.
Yeah, Mike Neff being one of them.
Many, yes.
That
indeed.
loose cannon.
Grumpy old loose cannon. We also haven't seen the neon garage today. Remember when that was always a thing every time we
Well,
went
you can
to
see it
Vegas
from
and
the
went
you
back
can
there
see it
and
from the
put all
Goodyear Blue view.
I see that, but not inside of it.
Oh,
that
not
was the
the
thing.
inside
You went
of it.
inside, and it had all the neon all over the place, and that was like the thing.
Carson Husvar is pissed. This is from Michael Massey. Exactly what I was blanking afraid of. What the blank? I was as far right as I could go.
Yeah, apparently
After
he
he
got
got
boxed in by
blocked.
Ty Gibbs. At least that's what I saw. I don't know. Do you see
Yes.
something different? Oh, okay.
No. Yes.
Backstreet Boys is going to be paint scheme of the week
Oh,
For
well,
thinking?
preview.
for thinking out loud. It's the Backstreet Boys. I don't really see another one.
I thought you were going to do it with the
You got the fish scheme. The fish scheme.
Yeah,
No,
it doesn't look all that good though.
That's standard.
Everybody. Rock your body.
Oh, look at
You are
Okay, so here's my example here. What lap are we on right now?
122. I don't know.
yeah, that one.
And
We're
when
like
did the
less than
stage
100
end?
to go.
Oh, we are 96 to go.
When
We're
did
on
the
lap
stage end?
171.
Yes.
When did the stage end?
When did it end?
Yeah,
On
what lap was the end of the stage? Wasn't it 160?
167. Yeah.
I thought we were 80 laps per stage.
Or maybe it was 166.
It was 80,
Well-
80. Let's see. It was 80, 165.
Okay, so we're 7 laps in to this caution.
Yes.
Yes.
TV's got to get their brakes in.
I don't care about TV getting breaks in.
Well,
I'm
they're
talking about
ones
the
splitting
racing
bill,
product.
Mike.
They
5
don't
laps.
stop the race to put the other commercials on. So when the stage ends, go to your commercials,
They
but
do
let the
that
race
with.
keep
Don't they
going.
do that with baseball? They usually take a little bit longer between innings with national broadcast because they have more commercial time to fill.
That is true, but we don't have stops like that.
It's worse than a college football game. You got this guy wears red and
The guy
holds
in
a
the
sign.
jacket that walks out on the field and stands there. You
And
can't
then
have the
the
game
big
going while he's
clock.
standing on the
He has a
field.
big clock, and then he tells the ref when it's time to go. Cindric, they went away.
Cindric has
Oh,
10
so did-
points.
So did McDowell and Dillon stay out? I guess.
Yes.
No, they're just really fast. Kidding.
Yeah.
They hit
Really,
the nitro.
Really fast pit stop.
What is on the hood
Just-
of
I'm assuming
McDowell's
Suarez.
Suarez took 2 tires.
Oh, he took 2. Oh, okay.
car? Group 1001.
Oh, so does that mean that Ryan Preece is just really actually?
I think it's the same company that owns Gamebridge.
Yeah, it's part of that group.
Gotcha. It's Suarez inside road 2.
Suarez.
Whoa.
Not very long. Dylan's dropping like a rock.
Hey, spoiler.
Oh, sorry. Dylan's taking the lead.
3 wide, row 2 and row 3.
Yeah, that didn't take very long. Tell you what, like these guys on older tires, once they get shuffled back, Gregson's in a good spot.
Oh, Bubba just got trapped by Austin Dillon and lost a spot to Ross.
Oh yeah, and this is Gregson's home race too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool if he got?
I forgot Cindric won stage 1 and has the most laps led.
Does he still have the most laps led? That's funny.
Yes. I think he'll be passed now by
Yeah,
Kyle Larson.
Larson's going to overtake him here in a second.
Hilarious. Suarez in second.
Well, the question is does anybody have anything for the 5 or the 24?
You bet. It's early.
Yeah.
All right, so allegedly in the next 5 minutes, Tom Bowles will show up. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Uh-oh.
But well, the question is,
Well, what did we say? It's Mike Neff,
he
isn't
can't
it?
get in if you don't let him in. He can't get in if you don't let him in, right?
Not wrong.
Well, I did
How did we
send
get
him
Mike Neff in is the question.
Yeah, the question is
Theoretically,
who
it could
we're
be
gonna,
like, we never
have a
said
Survivor episode and we have to vote someone off the island.
it. You can't have 5 people.
No, you can't. I was just saying.
Oh, okay.
You just have to make Mike Neff
Thanks
think
for
that
talking with your mouth full there, Trey.
I said I was making a joke.
Trey, what shirt are you wearing? What is that? Oh, is that
It's
Digger?
Digger.
Oh my god.
Was that stupid gopher?
It's
Yeah.
the gopher that Fox had.
Oh my God, I hated
It was
that.
their Digger cam. They
I was
made a
about to
cartoon.
say Mike
Yeah.
Neff has some strong opinions about Digger, doesn't he?
They made a whole cartoon
couldn't
about
stand
it.
it. Couldn't stand it. The stupid camera in the grass.
Like, I mean, I understand putting a camera.
I always
like,
thought
in the track.
they should have made it a real thing and put a stuffed gopher right at the edge of the grass inside the corner, and a driver.
Well, they
got
put it
like
on the
5
track.
If you have
points.
a
They did it.
stuffed gopher in your car, do you get a point?
No, but if you hit the stuffed gopher, you get a point.
Yeah.
You have the stuffed gopher like right at the edge of the grass inside turn 4, and you got to.
So you
hit
don't
it,
like the
and you get a
fastest
point.
lap gimmick, but you want a stuffed gopher.
Well, there's Ryan Newman. He's just barrel rolled on the backstretch here, but he did hit the
He
Digger
did hit
cam.
the goal.
That's an extra point
Big
for him.
points
There
day.
you go. Big Digger day. Yeah, no, if you're going to really do it right, you got to get like 100 points so that it just vaults you from like 20th in points to the lead.
Suarez is hanging on right now.
I was going to say Trackhouse is showing a lot of speed.
Yeah,
We
I mean,
win it.
good strategy.
Trackhouse is used
they both were
strategy
just
to
like,
get up here.
who needs
and
tires?
they
Just
get
put on
speed.
2 and call it a day.
Well, they
And
used
it's
strategy.
working.
They stayed up there. Austin
Yeah.
Dillon used strategy. It dropped like a stone.
Not wrong.
But they, well,
That's a good
Guy
point.
Dillon,
well,
who's now
Suarez
is he
did
off?
do
No,
2
he's
tires
on
versus no tires, so.
Stenhouse having a
Hey,
pretty solid day. He's
the
up in the
Cindric
top 10.
19th. He's coming back.
Feels like
Cindric
two
in
little
19th.
yeah, and Bowman's up to 16th. Where's
Cody Ware is on the lead lap.
Here, Cody Ware. Here he comes.
Bell's
Cindric
still
and Logano
24,
getting
so,
at it.
Boy,
Cindric and Logano changing places over and over again. McDowell still clawing onto the top 10 in 9th. Christopher Bell still in 23rd position. Now here's the other question. Chase Elliott's right in front of him. What the heck happened to him?
Penalty, right?
yeah, he had the speeding penalty.
He had a penalty? I did not see that.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
That was the previous pit stops, I think.
Yeah, I think that was. I feel like that. I don't even know if that happened in stage 2. That might have been stage 1.
It was a little bit more recent.
It
but I
is
think
clearly shown that you cannot. It's been
It's
very
hard
the
to
track
race back.
position
Upper.
race.
Track position is. I mean, aren't they all? I mean, unless you're
More
Ryan
now.
Blaney, apparently.
Not Phoenix. Nah, if you put those option tires, track position means nothing. But
Nothing.
especially here. What did we
Whoa.
say? Oh, Ross Chastain looked really good in practice beginning of the race, and we were like, oh, he's back in 18th. He's not doing well. Well, he's up front. He's got the 4 tires, and he's still holding on to 4th.
I mean, look at Blaney though. He's had to claw his way back up
Yeah.
there.
A lot
He's
of good
a
recovery.
wheel dude.
He had an accident in practice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the
Yeah,
second-
he started last.
Second time in a row he's had an accident in practice at Las Vegas.
And then he had the tire go down. Was 2 laps
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Now he's back on lead lap, top 5.
great recovery.
Reddick now trying all the way up there. Blaney can
Chastain
beat-
trying to get by his Trackhouse teammate.
I busted out the body armor towel today since I was going to be on TV. That was Watkins Glen 3 years ago, maybe. Blaney left it laying on pit wall when they left, so I grabbed it.
You stole it.
Well, technically, yes. Because it wasn't mine. You didn't give it to me.
Police.
left behind.
Police.
Kind of like that was the other thing I was going to show you. I have a half full Gatorade bottle sitting up here on my desk from a Jimmy Johnson victory. I don't remember which one it was, but it was at Charlotte. And he left it on the dais as he left the press conference. And I went up and grabbed it just so I had it for posterior.
Caution for Cody Ware.
Get out of here.
Is that the voice of God?
He was just coming back.
Yeah.
He was up to like 29th.
Oh, no. Well, I got to kick him out until he turns his TV down.
Good choice.
So we don't get kicked off the internet.
The last thing I want to hear.
Look at that fresh haircut.
Hi, everybody.
Birthday. He had a birthday. His birthday was this past week.
Look at the freaking grand piano in the background. Holy crap.
That's right.
Living large.
There you go,
That's right.
Tom. There's some fireworks for you.
Yeah,
we
I'm
need to
just
get you
background.
We need to get you a giant stuffed moose head to put on that fireplace.
clearly, as you can see, as I reach my hands back and it goes through the background. This is my house. This is.
You want to see a
this is
magic
clearly
trick? Look,
my
I
house.
ended up in the same place.
Yeah, Neff, you've known me for 20 years. When have I ever talked about playing piano?
We got to get you a moose head on that fireplace, man.
Now, did you see my magic trick? I ended up in the same place.
I did not. That's awesome.
I know, right?
And you're so wide, we can't see Bulls around you. Bulls
how
looks
is
like he's
everybody
in
doing?
freaking traction, man. Are you fully reclined there, brother?
I am not fully reclined. And this
You
is
look
not
like
my
you're
house
laying
in the background.
completely
This
down
is-
flat.
This is a fake house in the background.
Today, Mike Neff learns about virtual backgrounds.
Oh, I've seen virtual backgrounds before.
I think he knew that was a virtual
I just
background.
legitimately thought that was
No,
Bulls'
he didn't.
abode
Welcome back, Dalton.
because he has that
Hey,
kind of
everybody.
cake.
And Cody Ware.
Man, did you guys enjoy that disembodied voice that warned you of a Cody Ware caution?
Oof.
I did. That was awesome.
In the
Wait,
evil
Rez, in for the pits.
in the evil Knievel car.
Byron folks very excited about their pit stop.
Well, who's
Looking
concerned
down
was
pit
Daniel
lane.
Suarez took 2 tires and didn't have a stage break.
Whoa!
Uh-oh. Tom Bowles is right.
That's the sound of the beast.
And
Why would Chastain? Man, why did he take 2 tires?
Because it worked before.
I mean, I guess, but will it work for 78 laps? Oh,
yeah,
what
that's
happened to
what I
Ty
was
Gibbs?
confused about with Suarez, but he was
Freaking Elliott's going to find out. So's Bell.
Bowman bad pit stop. Jeez.
Not as bad as Ty Gibbs. Nice effort there, big fella.
Oh my goodness!
And then you got the crew wandering around
Carson
like
Hocevar
they're
hit
freaking
Ty
lost
Gibbs.
in the desert.
Notice
23-11
2 tires.
23 Evans
Cinder
True
got
True Pit Crews came back
man.
today.
Yeah, Cinder penalized, Elliott was penalized, and Bell was penalized. I mean, you had all drivers that were stuck back there. They saw what Ross Chastain did, and they're like, you know what? It is crunch time. Time to take 2 tires and get up towards the front.
And then they got penalized.
So did you guys really think 2 tires was a good call? I'm just coming into this, but I really thought it was mixed. I mean, Ross
was mixed,
benefited
right.
from it, but Eric Jones did not. And I thought Hamlin, yeah, he moved up a few spots, but they were falling like rocks pretty quickly.
If you
Well,
got a good, it's simple.
you
If you
got
got a
good-
good car, it works.
Cars.
Did
It's one
Hocevar
thing to
turn
take
him?
2 tires with a crappy ride, but these guys have decent cars. They were just stuck back.
Let's see.
Well,
I mean,
I do think clean air makes a difference, but if you're starting third, you're not in clean air. It's just whoever gets out first. Like Christopher Bell, he's going to restart 7th. He's not going to be in clean air. He's only going to have 2 tires. And I know they have nothing to lose because they're trying to win 4 straight, but I don't know. I'm with Dalton. I don't know if this is the right call.
Hocevar into Gibbs. That's what happened. Okay.
We're going to find out.
but Bell was 22nd before the caution. So, I mean,
Whoa.
what else do you have to lose?
Cody
Either take 2
Ware's
tires and get in the
left
top
front
10
suspension
or take
completely
4.
gave up.
Yeah, well,
Watch his suspension fail when he gets down to this side. This thing just gives up. Holy crap.
It looks like it performed an Evel Knievel stunt.
Well, Cody
Yeah,
Ware
like as
spent the
bad as-
day
Like as
showing
bad as the
everybody
Snake
he's
River
not
Canyon
quite
jump.
a cup-ready
without
driver.
caution.
It's a big hit for Cody Ware.
Yeah, that's going to really put a damper on his championship hopes.
All right.
Are you
Clearly,
turning
folks,
the
we
watch
need
party
to
yellow because of the
guys,
caution? That's
guys. The
pretty
biggest
impressive.
thing we need to
Yeah.
discuss is who's the last team in the NCAA tournament.
March Madness, March Madness, March Madness.
Auburn is the number 1 overall seed. We're just doing two things at once.
Really? They put
They should be.
them in ahead of Duke? No, Duke should be
No, as the number 1
seed.
overall seed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Auburn, like at one point,
Duke
if
is
you
better
look at
than Auburn.
Auburn's resume is better. They beat like 6 top 10 teams at one point this season.
Yeah.
Like typically gets you the number 1 overall seed. I mean, the difference
But
between
if
the
you're
1,
looking at
2,
who's
the difference between the
playing
ones.
well right now. Where did Auburn end in that SEC tournament? They got beat, did they not? Pretty sure. March Madness, March Madness, March Madness.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. So since
Yeah.
I've come in a little
Florida's
bit late,
playing the Tennessee, so Auburn got beat. So yeah, they don't deserve to be number 1. Telling you, Duke, ACC champion. By the way, and I hate this whole realignment stuff that they have done in.
All right, now if I was making a
these
joke
days.
and you just have now turned it into a rant.
But how did we get Stanford? Stanford is in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Stanford is almost as physically far away from the Atlantic coast as they can be in the continental United States.
All right, Tom, what were you going to say?
dumb.
Anyway,
So,
Tom, what were you going to
go ahead.
say?
we went 1,000 miles away from what everybody is here for. So since I'm coming in late, just wondering what everybody's impressions are of the race so far.
It's been fine.
Typical boring intermediate Gen 7 race.
Track position is king, and it feels like everybody has a penalty.
Yeah, they can't put tires on.
Or they can't keep the posted speed limit on pit road.
That's fair. Dalton,
Hi. Oh,
hi. What's your impression?
well, you got some cars up in the top 10 right now that they're gonna start and they're gonna try to pass each other. It's gonna be a wild finish. Let me tell you, that's my in-depth analysis.
That is a thorough breakdown, my friend.
I can tell.
There are
I can
cars in the race who are going to start and try and pass each other.
tell. They sure
We are getting cutting
I
edge
think
analysis from you.
If
my
I'm
friend.
Chastain, I don't know why. I don't know if I would take 2 tires there. I mean, you're already in the top 5. You already have decent track position. I mean, I guess you kind of have an advantage by starting in front of Larson, but I don't know if that's really going to translate all that well now because you're going to. You got 78 laps to go, or how many laps to go is it? 74 laps to go. Like, okay, but still, like I don't know if that's going to outlast Larson's tires.
Well, if by chance we manage to stay green and have green flag pit stop, that could pay out better. If we have another caution, I don't think it makes a difference.
I feel like I think the one team was probably expecting a lot more teams to take 2 tires.
Probably.
I think that was their thing. They saw how well it worked out for them, and they're going to think, oh, there's going to be a lot more teams that are going to take 2 tires.
Well, some other teams did take 2 tires.
Not as many as they
not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
They were thinking there were going to be a lot more. And I'll throw this question back to Tom. Is there going to be anything does the field have anything for mainly Larson and or William Byron?
Well, I mean, I think Larson in clean air is clearly the fastest car. And I feel like some of these guys needed to do something to try and combat that. But I'm with Dalton. Chastain saw the tire wear within 15 laps. He was going to, another 10 laps there at the end of the stage, he was going to fall further back. They railroaded him at the end. I don't know that you needed to take 2 tires there, if it was him, and then everybody else, it's kind of mixed. Guys like Cindric, I could see why they did it for track position, but I don't think it's going to hold. I mean, it seems like they hold for 10 laps and then that's it.
Yeah, I don't see the advantage there. I mean, whoa!
You're ahead of me.
What happened?
Well, everyone's ahead of Trey.
Just keep.
Go on, Tom. That's not new.
It looked like Larson and Chastain hit each other.
Shocking.
I was saying, because on my TV, they were just going into turn 3.
You'll see it here in a second.
On that replay,
They
looked
haven't even-
close.
They haven't even restarted yet on my screen.
Yeah,
Are we starting?
they're coming to the line now.
No, I meant like under caution.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I
Like they
kind of
hit each
saw it.
other.
It got really close.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Whoa! Whoa! Stuff is happening. I'm not going to spoil it for
Larson
everyone.
once again making the outside work on a restart that nobody else
Oh, no!
Five
Shock-
freaking
Kyle
five.
Larson
Oh, no! Oh, calamity.
Stocking. Kyle Larson's good at racing
And
cars.
we're spinning.
Oof.
And we're spinning. And there's more
Oh,
spinning.
wow.
And somebody else is
Oh,
spinning.
wow.
I need to go get the.
Yellow right there.
I just pasted the yellow.
You didn't even get a chance to take
Oh,
the
5
right
wide.
direction.
It's like a.
Ooh.
Well, that
Oh,
will give
there
something
goes
for Brian Nolan and Mike.
Ricky
Ryan
Ryan.
Stenhouse.
Blaney is not happy. Ryan
Blaney,
is not
Wallace,
happy.
Jones,
The
contact.
Jones boy in the Lowe's Foods car are not happy.
What a shame for Blaney. He spent the
Scan-
whole day,
Scan the radio.
whole day
Blaney has
battling.
been fighting his whole day to get back to the front.
Was that
Got there, now he gets hosed.
who? I think Wallace got in it too.
Stenhouse was the first car around the backstretch.
It was really two separate incidents, in my opinion, because
Yeah,
Stenhouse was
that
behind
went
the
around, and then while we were watching that, the guy's in the front wreck. But there you are, 4
This is
wide.
what happens on these intermediates late.
I think so.
And Ben drove Blaney right over the.
Suarez tried so hard to get under Cindric. Didn't work.
Yeah,
Boa
Bell
dropped to
drove Blaney
17th
over
now.
Bell.
So
And-
So they stacked up there.
5 wide. 4 wide, excuse me. Blaney, I think that's on Blaney. Blaney just went up.
Nah, I think he got pushed up. I think Bell was coming up on him, and he was trying not to hit him. You'll see right here.
Too many cars, not enough real estate.
Nah, maybe
Yeah,
not.
I actually agree with Neff 100%. I think Bell just pushed
Yeah.
up, and I don't think he knew that either he didn't know people were there or he just pushed up a little bit too much. And that's
Yeah,
it.
Bell didn't know it
That's all
was
you need.
4 wide or 3 wide.
6 wide.
Man,
whatever.
frustration for Blaney.
Here it is. Here's a good angle. Watching the Blaney view. Yeah. He's pissed as he's spinning.
Oh yeah, well, and that thing was a separate incident.
Yeah.
Who's that black
That
and
almost
yellow
was
car
a
that
blessing for
slid through the-
Stenhouse to spin, because he would probably have been right in the middle of that if he
Well,
didn't.
yeah, because you know he'd have run into somebody. Who was in that black and yellow car that threaded the needle? That was a ballsy move.
Probably
That
Joe
might have
Logano.
been Logano. If I'm Eric Jones, I think about, should I have taken 2 tires at the end of stage 2, because he lost a bunch of spots, was pushed further back. That's a tough break for him. He's had a couple tough breaks.
5 wide.
But, I mean, when you feel like you can't pass or it takes forever to pass on an intermediate, we see it on these restarts all the time. I mean, you got to get 4 or 5 spots in these first couple laps, get all you can before everybody starts spreading out. And, all it takes is one bad bump, and then you got 4 or 5 cars wiped out.
I will say veteran move by Brad Keselowski. You saw he was the one that was letting out when it was 5 wide. Eric Jones was the one that was passing him. Jarek Jones involved in the wreck. Brad Keselowski, he just got out fine.
It almost looked like Keselowski brushed the wall slightly.
So Wallace has some right rear damage. Oh, wow. Both
Larson leads them off pit road.
Larson and
Yeah,
Chastain
but-
are
but
pitting.
a lot of guys stay out here.
Byron, Elliott, Bell, Cindric, Chastain, Herbst, Keselowski, Gibbs, and Haley. Your top 10 off pit.
Well, now it's going to change everything because I don't think they'll be able to go the rest of the way, right? They'll still have to pit once more.
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
They pitted at 32 laps in the first stage.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be 105 miles. I don't think they'll have to pit again. But, all sorts of different strategies now.
Did you see Tom drop that math in his head just like that? That was impressive. Converted 70 laps into 105 miles like that.
I feel like he's done it a time or two.
Looks like Blaney's going behind a wall.
Yeah, I think he's done. I mean, not a big surprise though. He's.
I don't know
upset
that
with-
he's done, but he's done for
Yeah,
a chance
I
to
don't
win.
know.
That's for sure.
Well, this is the new DVP clock thing where they can go behind the wall.
Yeah, because Kyle Busch was torn up like that, and he's back out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I have the Blaney quote. The blank 20 just shoves it in the middle, has no regrets for anybody, ... I don't know. Ryan Blaney adds on his radio.
Yeah.
Anger in the moment. I mean, that's just one of those racing things. I mean, I don't know that Bell may have been the cause, but I don't know if I blame him for doing something completely egregious. We've seen so many of those moves on a straightaway, and they all come out.
Yeah, I don't
could've-
think it was on purpose.
If Noah Gragson let out a little bit more and let Blaney come up, there probably would have not been an incident. So the give and take is gone because we're at the end of the race. So Noah Gragson could have easily let out where Blaney could have came up in front of Gragson and they would have been fine.
All right. Mr. Bowles just
Oh, that was
iterated
just
that it's
Haley.
105 laps to go. This is not the end of the race.
105 miles.
Sir, 169
miles,
left
excuse
to
me.
go. 69 left to
69.
go. Nice.
Which is now 103 and a half miles. So, but there's still plenty of racing left. You don't have to drive like a douche. There's a
This is
7.
the
That was the
last
car that
planned
threaded the needle.
That was the last caution before the stage break, though. So this is the final stage, and you don't know when.
Oh, that was Haley that threaded the needle.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a
They just showed it
ballsy
again.
move.
Yeah.
Still surprised these people taking the high side on the start.
I know
That's it.
Larson's.
Outside of Larson, nobody else has been effective on that high side.
Well,
On the
you got
restart.
some kind of interesting stories up there in the top 10 right now. I mean,
And now you got
Suarez-
Larson is all the way back there. What row is
Right.
that? 14?
Did he? He didn't take tires, right? He just topped off.
No,
on
they
fuel?
fueled only. Yeah.
Wow.
He's in freaking 18th.
My guess is they think they can't make it to the end, and they do this, they can make it to the end.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
that's
all-
On the next
Well,
on
Will
the
you
next
be able to make it
stop.
to the end is the question,
Yeah. Well, in a race
What
that's
is
been
the
all about
end?
track position, it's we know Joey Logano's going to be able to make it to the end. So no matter what.
Did
So
Jared just get philosophical on us to go, what really is the end? Is that what you said?
Oh, I said Jesse Love can make it to the end.
can any of us make it to the end?
What is really the
what
end?
really
Honestly,
is
So-
the end? That's
is
what you
really
said.
the end of these NASCAR
So,
races?
couple notables.
What are we getting?
Larson 19th, Byron 20th, Bell
Briscoe.
17th.
Briscoe
that's
back
all
on the
flip.
lead lap, by the way.
Oh, that's big.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wallace
He's come
is
back from
30th.
4 laps down. He was
Chase
4
is-
laps down. That's impressive.
Chase is 29th. Well, McDowell did what, 6? And got 5 of them on one stage?
Chase is running like a bag of hammers. Man,
How does a bag of hammers run, Mike?
not very well at all.
All right. I wouldn't know. I've never seen that happen before.
I feel like this is prime for an accident right here because you got a bunch of dudes up there that have
Cautions,
not been up there
three,
all
cautions.
day.
They
Except
do.
for-
McDowell's kind of McDowell snuck his way up there. He kind of
Look at
I mean,
him.
I know he's
sneaky
like-
getting into 5th.
3 wide.
I know he didn't pit that one time, but he's kind of capitalizing on that.
Oh, I mean, the guy won the pole. They had some problems, but I don't think he's a bad car. He's been showing like 10th or 15th place speed. So,
Yeah.
I feel like he can stick
was
around,
He went from the pole to
He can
15th
hang
in
with the
like
cool
10
kids.
laps.
Well, now he's working on Suarez. And Priest is having a great day too.
Yeah, if they don't wreck here and they get some daylight, this really does open up for Reddick because Reddick's got a good car, and I think he's way better than Suarez, and he could really put a lot of daylight in between himself and everybody else.
You know who else? Allmendinger looks pretty solid also.
Yeah, that's where I'm really puzzled with this strategy that Larson and Byron made, because if this plays out to the green, I mean, you are way behind in track position behind Reddick, who's been a solid car. And you're not making up a ton of ground through the field.
No,
so they're really banking
I
on
think they actually lost
green.
ground so far. It looks like they've lost ground.
Yeah, I mean, you're already Larson's already 3 seconds behind Tyler Reddick,
And he's going backwards.
Yeah.
Briscoe just blew by them both. Briscoe is coming.
Car on the wall. Who is it? Oh, it's SVG again.
Poor man, he's had a
I
bad
was just
day.
looking up some analysis. They say 65 laps is the pit window. They could go about 65. So another caution would make them close. So if SVG can't make it, and there's a caution that comes out, they'll probably all pit here to be sure.
Well, that would work out for Larson. Oh, look at that.
I think they just wouldn't pit, and Dalton wouldn't pit, or Larson wouldn't pit, and then Byron wouldn't pit. They'd be back up.
Byron's just like, wee, I'm coming right outside.
Oh, there's no way they get through all this. And they do.
We're touching. We're smoking.
They're professionals.
Holy cow.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Sorry, I just saw it.
That was.
That's some spectacular racing.
That was actually good.
You know who looked the most impressive in that was Chris Buescher. I mean, he just sat there.
Contact!
Trey, that was like it's like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Man, can Suarez hang on?
Yeah. I pray every week, Trey, that one day you'll end up in the same time zone as the rest of us.
Hey, I was for that brief moment in Coda.
Early on, he was today. He was on with us for like a good 6 laps. And then all of a sudden, he was like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, well, we must not be paying him enough because he's got dial-up internet from the 90s or something.
No, it's not the internet. It's not my internet.
Hulu.
It's
He has
Hulu. Like if
Hulu.
anyone had Hulu, it's Hulu itself. It's like for every sport, it's this far behind.
Because their advertising slogan is "We've got live sports." Just as they have a different definition of live than the rest.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah, it seems they're.
All right, time for a commercial.
Time for the calculators to get going.
Not Daddy's razor.
Someone else to watch is, way back in the second stage, like once Denny got back on the lead lap, he was running times that were only like about a 10th off the lead. And then he just got himself in a situation where, he took the 2 tires at the end, but like he's got a good car, I don't know that he would win, but he's got a top 5 potential car.
As he gets past
started
the
behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine Hamlin. You go to Las Vegas, you win over $200,000 between the 2 nights, and you recover from a really bad, speeding penalty, a lap down, and trying to battle your way through. He got the free pass on the 4th caution of the day, right after stage 1, and now he's top 5. I mean, that's a huge win, and those are the races. And I think Hamlin, that needs to be internalized if he wants to win a championship.
Well, It's been the same thing with Hamlin, I feel like, for 15 years. He's
always done that.
Yeah. Don't you feel like, Neffy? I can't remember a guy that has more. It's so connected to confidence with him. If he feels emotionally he's good, he's good. If he does not have the confidence that he's good, he just makes all sorts of mistakes.
Hmm.
Yeah, unlike Mark Martin, who just could never win.
Oh.
I did make that comparison of Mark Martin and Denny Hamlin just being finding all the ways to lose the championship, but very established careers.
Mark just would never drive anybody dirty.
That's where the comparisons stop, but there are comparisons.
Hey, look, AJ Foyt on the commercial. You'll notice they showed him before they showed Andretti.
It's because they actually have respect for Andretti. They don't want to show him the ads.
No, they actually show the best.
Yeah, say the best for last.
They get the best. Well, then they showed Rick Mears last, so that answers that question for you.
Is Rick Mears better than AJ Foyt?
No.
They showed Andretti. I'm watching the ad right now. It went Foyt and Andretti.
And then Mears and then Unser.
You blind old man.
What are you talking about?
You said they didn't show Andretti.
Now you're making me rewind the damn break.
It went Foyt and Andretti.
I like how we're having a debate about a commercial.
Beginning of the commercial coming up. Oh, good Lord, this takes forever.
And we're back. 53 laps to go.
Hamlin,
Anybody else a little surprised that Suarez is hanging tough? I did not think he'd still be this close.
Suarez has been up there the whole time.
He has, but
but now he's
Andretti.
Larson's just not making a whole lot of ground. Neither is Byron.
No, plus I really do think they'll all have to
never
if it goes green.
How about Ty Dillon in 11th? When was the last? Oh, back to 12th now. But when was the last time both Colic cars have finished in the top 10?
Been a long time.
I feel like it's been a while.
Okay, so Lyle, were you referring at the very end of the commercial when they showed Andretti before they showed Newgarden?
Trey, that was
let's get Neffy off this because I have a question. I have a question for Neff because we talked a little bit about this last week. You have more internal knowledge. What happened to Ty? Like, remember a decade ago, everybody said Ty was going to be the guy. Ty was going to outrace Austin. Ty was going to.
I've always said it, and I will still say it to this day. I think Ty is a better driver than Austin.
Yeah. Was it just a loss of confidence? Has he just gotten frustrated that he's not gotten the opportunity, like with the big team? Like
he wasn't the first grandkid. That was a simple answer. He wasn't the first grandkid. You didn't see him in a second RCR car. He had to go freaking find sponsorship and end up at other teams, and he just never – I don't know why he never got a legit shot at another established team, but that's the real problem was he never was in top-notch equipment because Austin was the first grandkid.
It's kind of messed up that they had room for one and not two.
It's very messed up. I've never understood it. And if I was Ty, I'd be livid.
To answer your
question.
Because
he has shown more than once that he could get up front and lead in inferior equipment. And if he would have got a shot in some real equipment, I think he'd have won some races. And let's be fair, Austin hasn't won a race that wasn't a fuel strategy thing.
last time that there was a double top 10 for Colleague was the Roval last year with Allmendinger and SVG. But last time on a non-road course was in Atlanta with Justin Haley and AJ Allmendinger in the fall Atlanta race that was, I believe, rain delayed. The rain shortened.
Haley is the king of rain shortened. Chastain.
Larson is 15th.
I mean, this is the second week now, second consecutive week that we're talking about Ty Dillon again. And I think it's just like
the second week in a row that he had a penalty on pit road.
And he's but he's
And he's still there.
in the top. I mean, he's 12th right now. I mean, he's not going to be a factor at the end, I don't think.
Yeah, I still think it's really hard to gauge how this is all going to turn out because you're going to
By the
have
way,
guys.
Denny Hamlin third. Denny Hamlin is third.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, he was showing some speed, like quietly in the 20s, but he was showing some speed, like within a tenth of the lead, which was impressive when you're in dirty air like that. So, but these guys are all going to have to pit a lot earlier. Will they pit for tires? Will they not? And then everybody behind them is going to have to pit for maybe like 2 seconds for like a splash gas, if that. So will that be enough to close the gap if you're Larson? I don't think so, but.
Yeah, the question is, I mean, I thought they would have taken tires at least. Had something a little.
Oh, we
I don't
lost
know
it. We lost Dalton because
Oh, hey, look.
his screen froze.
Austin Dillon is off track with no mention of it during the broadcast. Quality.
I think they mentioned it because he was in the last wreck.
Yeah.
Did they mention that Hosebar lost 2 laps as a result of the Ty Gibbs thing or no?
Gee, why did he lose 2 laps?
Because he got damaged in that spin with Ty Gibbs.
Oh.
On pit road.
Yeah. So that ruined what was a top 10 car.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like I said, it's just you got to have your misfortune early in the race.
Absolutely. If you're going to screw up early.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Justin Moore's other favorite driver was Ryan Blaney, and he was involved in that wreck. So Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney not having good days.
Yeah. You know who else not having a good day, Trey, is Zane Smith. Sorry to say.
Zane hasn't had a good day since about lap 5.
Zane just needs to finish top 20-ish.
Trey was cheering for him like the very first 2 laps of the race.
Zane's top 20. What are you talking about, Tommy boy? Zane is top 20. And I believe he is the top of the FRM cars. So get on. You wanna go to war?
I mean,
I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah. So
here come all the updates. Now my PC's like, time to update 30 different things.
To clue people in, because I haven't told them yet, Dalton accidentally hit his power button, and so that's why.
I thought you said his screen froze.
Yeah, because he hit his power button. Well,
the power went off, so his screen froze black.
It was a perfect frozen because he leaned back because it's as if he realized his issue and the camera caught it, but I couldn't screen grab it in time before it went away.
Bummer.
Gotta be quick.
Either Logano or Hamlin, I think, is going to be leading this thing the next 10 laps, guys.
Yeah, Hamlin is seriously.
Yeah, Hamlin's getting ready to go around Sway Reds here in a minute.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, like I said, so Byron's actually ahead of Larson, but they're 7 seconds back
with 41 to go.
Cindric's making up ground with them. Cindric's actually ahead of them.
I think Cindric's on this top 10 strategy. I don't think he was with.
He was back in 16th with Larson and Byron, and he's up to 11th now.
Well, so many good cars that just got caught up in pit road stuff, I mean,
or an accident.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 of the better cars, at least 2 of the better cars, and someone overperforming got caught up in the last wreck, and the 12 and the 23 were 2 of the better, and then the 43 has had a solid day.
And don't look now, but you know who else is the fastest car on the track right now? Is Josh Berry.
Whoa.
Here comes Suarez.
As they crank it up, and I have it muted.
Was barely, he started
I always hit mute when I crank it up because I can't stand it.
They got to get
great racing.
Oh, wow, Tom. Yeah, look at that. Look at Josh Berry.
Yeah.
Here you go. When you get the side by side, the cars behind it can draft up. They're all going to bunch up together. We're going to have a race.
Yep. These 5.
I can't believe he actually was able to do it. I can't believe he actually went up and passed Tyler Reddick. I never would have expected that.
What if I told you that Daniel Suarez was one of only 3 winners in the first 5 races? I mean, That would be a little surprising.
I mean, he
Yeah,
was
still a long way to
literally
go.
last
It
year.
was last year.
Yeah, I mean, he was, but that was a drafting track. To me, that's a little different.
I mean, that's the quickest way to shut up everybody with these Daniel Suarez out of Trackhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that. Dude,
Oh,
Michael
Mr.
Massey, the
Blaney.
PK family's mentions are about to blow you up.
Mr. Blaney.
Oh, I want to hear this.
I mean,
Logano got
Yeah.
by Hamlin. Now he's working on Reddick. Hamlin
Blamey.
trying to go to the high side.
Blaney,
and
pretty
run the
sure it was
momentum.
my mistake.
Blamey's taking the blame.
Because he got to watch.
Barry
the-
around both. Oh, here comes Hamlin. He's coming down pit road. But Barry's around Logano.
Been 4 years since the Wood brothers had back-to-back top fives.
Wow.
I wasn't even sure DiBenedetto did it, but he
When was
did.
the last time they've won races in 2 consecutive years?
Oh, that's a good one. You got to go back.
Has
Yeah,
to
you
have
got to
been a
go
while.
10 years.
way-
Hamlin's pitting.
Yeah.
I mean, you almost got to go
Oh,
back
okay.
to, well, Elliott Taylor won in 01. He didn't win in 2000 or 2002.
I have the answer. It's a crazy answer.
That's
No way.
That's got to be back.
2011.
What is it?
No, it's way.
No,
back.
it's I can do it.
0809.
1987.
Dalton's right there, 1986, 87.
Yeah.
Kyle
Reddick is
Petty.
pitting.
That's how long it's been. Wow, that's a big thing. And I mean, Barry's now got clean air, and he's got a good long run car. The thing is, though, if it's Barry versus Logano, pit road wise, wouldn't you trust Logano's pit crew there? That's the only thing. I mean, I can see him losing it on pit road.
See, and that's a terrible thing to say out loud, that you would doubt the Wood brothers pit crew because they are the
I would.
kings of pit crew.
I would.
But I agree with you, and I'm not saying, but it's just sad because they were the ones that revolutionized pit stops eons ago. Larson, top 10.
Yeah. With
So,
all
okay.
people
So does
cycling
everyone
out.
still has to pit, right?
Yeah, everyone's
Not
still.
necessarily.
Like I said, they're trying to stretch
well,
it.
you have little faith in the Florida Gators.
You know,
I have
see
no
how it
faith in the
goes.
I'm
Florida
getting some
Gators.
texts on the side about college
The
basketball.
only faith I have in the Florida Gators is that I promise you there's a convict on that roster somewhere.
You know, I'm just saying, like, Logano drives the 22, like UConn has 2 straight titles. So next time you want to talk to me about Florida, just show me some of the I mean, they won 20 years ago 2 straight titles, but until UConn is beaten, I feel like UConn might be the champion right now. That's all I'm saying.
How many
Yeah,
years
they
did
got-
you go to
they got
UConn there, Tom?
I think it's great that when you're ranked number 2 in the country, you get a really hard bracket. It's a fantastic way to reward hard work.
You know what? My little state has literally nothing to talk about.
You guys
besides
you guys have got Colt weapons manufacturers.
All
Make the
right.
greatest handgun in the world.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
I can't tell you the last time handguns came up in conversation at the local Connecticut park. But
It
you know
happens
what?
around these parts.
Now I got a talking point the next time.
It happens around these parts pretty often.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll tell my buddies to go visit the next time I'm up there.
Yes.
So I'm still asking,
Okay.
how many years did you go to UConn, Tom?
0.
Okay,
how many-
thank you. Shut up.
But if you're born as a Connecticut resident, you're born into it. You never
Give me a
get rid
break.
of it.
You will never hear me cheering for
Yeah.
freaking IU. I promise you that. And I'm born from Indiana.
Well, you have like 3 other schools to root for, Mike.
Yeah. Isn't there
You
like
know,
the
you
There you
know
go.
how
St. Mary's School for the Deaf in UConn or something?
You know how I
There's
got
gotta
this
be another
back?
college.
Speaking of Connecticut residents, Berlin, Connecticut's Ryan
It's Joey
Freese
Logano.
sitting 5th, which would be, I believe, his first top 5 finish with this new team.
Isn't Joey Logano also from Connecticut?
Joey
Yes.
Logano is from Connecticut. There's like
Yeah,
a good
middle
group of
town.
drivers from Connecticut. Yeah, from Middletown. So Logano's a Connecticut guy. You know who else is from Connecticut? Mike Joy.
Yep.
There's a whole little pocket of Connecticut people that got made fun of in school, but ended up race people.
They got made fun of in their Connecticut school for being from
Wait a minute.
Connecticut.
Kyle Busch has
Yes,
passed
that's
3
right.
drivers.
So,
Haha, you're from Connecticut. Well, so are you. Oh man.
so theoretically, they probably have about 14 more laps if they're going to run it at. So they have about 14 to go, and they pitted. I mean, just a few laps after. So they're trying to. So if you're on the Larson and Byron strategy, you're trying to save like 5-6 laps at least. I mean, is that why they haven't really? That's why I guess why they haven't really charged the field is they're trying to save the fuel.
That and I just don't think the tires matter as much. Oh no.
I mean,
Kyle's got
Hamlin-
a problem.
Oh, wow. That causes a caution. Doesn't look like it's going to, but like,
Oh, it might. Oh man. Maybe
Oh
not.
my gosh.
oh,
bad day.
yeah.
Oh, there you go, Tom. There it is.
Jeez.
Oh, no. Oh, Denny Hamlin again. That's the first thing I think because Denny Hamlin's a lap down, I think.
oh.
Is he? He is a lap down. He sure
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
So
man.
The wall.
Oh, man.
No, we got
Preston in the wall.
Oh man, he's throwing parts all over the track.
It just,
Let's remember what we need to reset again.
Not only is Hamlin down a lap, but he's not the first car down a lap. That Jones boy is the first
Yeah.
car a lap down. Good Lord. Gregson is just strewing freaking garbage everywhere.
Jeez. And then you got Reddick as well, who's a lap down.
yeah. I mean, now all bets are off. I mean, you figure like what's interesting is the caution may get Larson to the end. Some of those guys like Larson and Bell without pitting because they'll have a couple laps under yellow. So do you not pit here and just try and go to the end on old tires? I don't know.
You're not pitting if you're. They didn't pit for tires when they came down. They're not. I don't think they're going to be pitting here. They're staying out, and obviously
Yeah.
the drivers that Logano and Josh Berry, they're going to have to pit.
They're going to have to pit. I agree. I mean, if I'm Logano Josh Berry, I would pit 4 tires, but do you cost yourself too much track position? I don't know.
There are, looks like it's going to be 25 on the lead lap, and you're going to probably have a handful at least guaranteed to stay out. So, I mean, 10 to 15, you might take the tires. Depends how many people are going to follow you.
Yeah.
But you also got to know if people stay out, then the Hamlin and them can't take a wave around.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Busch had actually gained 3 whole spots.
I think it's the first time Clint Boyer's made me laugh. At least this year.
So they have 48 laps. So they're looking to go 71 laps. They're trying to save basically 6 laps out of their fuel. I mean, that's with this caution, I think that's doable.
Especially with all that debris, it's going to take.
Well, actually,
9 freaking laps to
Chastain's the
clean up.
highest in that fuel
Mhm.
window.
Yeah, he is.
Hmm.
So, but how many guys?
Yeah, there's
Have-
going to be a lot more cars that are going to be staying out. So 4 tires, nothing else to lose for Logano and Berry.
How the hell did Keselowski get back up to 12th? He's been running like Fido's rear end all day.
Briscoe is up to 16th.
I know, that's awesome.
There we go. Everyone coming down.
Hmm.
Not
Got it all
everyone.
coming, or we got
The Lowe's Foods
oh,
car
yeah.
is staying out.
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe some guys stayed out. I'm not sure. I don't know if I would. 48 laps. of worn tires against new ones. I mean, I know the tires haven't been much of an issue, but still, that's got to be a factor at least.
Yeah.
I mean, they were dropping off a couple seconds a lap.
Wow, so
Early part.
Logano.
Did he have to pull around somebody? The way he's angled into that pit looks like he did.
Yeah.
I don't know what's heads or what tails.
Can you hear me now? Yes. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
I got you.
I was having
happened?
issues. I think I had myself muted. I screamed at one point. Did y'all hear me scream? Can I talk?
I'm sure happy we didn't.
Okay, good. Because I was trying to reset multiple times, and I was muted. So that explains why you couldn't hear me.
There you go.
So that's a
Sounds
good
like
job
you're
by
a silly
Trey.
Willy then.
I was getting mad at myself.
Don't get mad at yourself.
Well, I was getting mad at you guys.
So who do we?
Are we going to have the watch party keep going for the Patrick Dempsey show?
No, well,
You don't
you
wanna
can go
speak.
watch. You can go watch the post-race conversation. I think I'm still on it, so I will be on it with Kyle Benjamin, and either Brian Nolan or Michael Massey will be on it as well.
There's your neon garage for you, Neff.
Awesome. I knew they'd
We've
get
already
it in
been on,
eventually.
3 hours for this show?
They still haven't shown the sphere, though. I'm dumbfounded they have not shown the sphere.
I think it's because the sphere they race around the sphere in the F1 race. So
Well, that's fun. Apparently, Purdue's playing High Point in the first round, so that'll probably be a big L.
and they'll lose.
Yep. They have already established my.
So the top five
knowledge
currently.
of going anywhere.
The top five currently is Josh Berry, Ryan Preece, Ross Chastain, and Bowman. And Suarez.
I was going to say, that sounded like four people. I was mistaken. Thanks for clearing that up.
Zane Smith is the only front row driver that has not been involved in an incident today.
Yeah, Tom.
There you
How about
go.
that, Tom?
Yeah, some love for
my
Zane
God.
Smith. Give him the love.
Oh my God.
What do you got to say for yourself, Tommy boy?
I think there's still a ways to go. You got 21 laps to go. You got two big wrecks coming probably before the end. Plenty of time.
Tom thinks Darrell Waltrip's still got a shot.
Uh-huh.
You saying that he doesn't?
Listen.
So now we're going to have a debate between Darrell Waltrip and AJ Foyt on here. Oh, great.
There's no
What
debate.
what would you have said if, Suarez and Berry are in the front row to try and decide this, and then Chastain and Preece behind? Like,
Suarez
the top
is
six
gonna get
drivers
Allman
there.
behind them, and then Allmendinger behind them.
Them. Yeah, any of these first seven drivers, even
Solid
Chastain would be a big
stories.
surprise. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
as
a
long as
weird
Larson doesn't drive around the outside. In past
Around the
7
outside,
cars in
okay.
front of him.
A really bad stop for Joey Logano.
Yeah, look at those 8 seconds. Those 8 seconds, the difference between being someone that fights for the win in that game.
Wow, contact between him and Ty Dillon.
Also, don't forget to notice he lost 3/10 on pit lane driver ability.
And now
I
we're
didn't-
seeing some babies.
I think Dylan touched him. I knew he was close. Yeah, I didn't see Logano's car move when he was pulling out.
I've completely forgotten that Christopher Bell's still going for 4 consecutive races. that has not been a factor at all, the whole day.
Well, he hasn't really been a factor all day.
No, he hasn't. Yeah,
No, he hasn't.
that's what I mean.
Really, Gibbs is not at all, except for that last stretch with Hamlin.
Right, and then Hamilton got screwed again. They just have not had things go their way.
All right, here we go.
Let's throw that
I think-
flag and see what happens here.
Look at that.
Sneak.
Good old
How sneaky
19 lap
suspension
shootout.
This 21's going to win.
Chastain helps out his teammate.
Three wide.
That'd be a really solid day for Trackhouse.
Ooh, what a shot.
Chastain gives Suarez a big old bump into 3.
Look at
Big
Byron. Wow, to run off that corner.
Oh,
Nice analysis.
Forest to lead. Wow.
Oh,
No, it
wow.
looked like
I thought
Josh-
Wilson was going to lose it.
it looked like Barry was making a move for the lead and they cut away.
Oh. Allmendinger pushed up into Larson.
I mean, Barry's still making a move for the lead, and they're not up there. I mean,
They're not
they really
showing
need
it.
to get up front. It's rare that you say to Fox, you need to follow the cars up front, but
Whoa, Logano.
pretty crazy racing behind them, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's 17 laps to go.
Yeah, but your top 12 are already single file now. So
Wow. Josh Berry is right there. Yeah, and I think
Ooh,
Berry
Suarez got loose.
Oh, Suarez got loose.
Here
I
we
think
go.
I've caught up to you guys.
Oh, Chastain's
I have.
there now.
Chastain's
Teammates, Trackhouse
Byron.
teammates.
Byron is about to spoil this party. Byron is about to ruin all the fun.
Yeah, lap
Good
250.
Lord.
Byron had the fastest lap.
I don't know, though. If
Speed
Berry can
he's
just
got.
clear, Berry's got to clear Suarez and get away quickly, and then he might be able to
Suarez
outdistance
just
Byron.
fighting so
Byron's
hard.
the fastest car up here.
Yeah, I mean, I fully agree that Byron's the fastest car, but like if Berry can just clear,
God.
that's the problem. I mean, it's just it takes so long to
Daniel's
clear
just
these
not
guys.
letting him go.
I mean, and Chastain is also going to run interference here because Chastain's not going to let Byron
Well,
go either.
well, good for honestly good for Josh Berry is now that Byron is in between him.
Oh, Chastain gets back by Byron.
He did.
Yeah, he did. That's huge. And, this Berry cannot clear Suarez. He just can't do it.
This is good stuff.
Barry's got to do the Barry's got to do the Larson move where you just dive in there and then
He's
you
doing
just
it. He's
send him
doing it.
in
He
the
got
gun.
him. He got him. Clear.
He got him.
Josh Berry, Wood Brothers, 13 to go.
So I honestly thought Josh Berry was going to win the race this year after seeing him the first couple of weeks. I did not think it was going to be a fit. But didn't he win at Vegas in the Xfinity Series?
Chastain. Oh man, Chastain slammed.
I
the
think
run.
didn't he was
Priest
he
around
a
Byron
replacement
now. It was-
driver for Annette? Wasn't
Priest
him
up
that-
to
Yeah.
third.
That might have been it. He
Priest
was the
up to
replacement driver
third.
for Net and he
How
won.
about that? Berry
Wow.
pulling away.
The U.S. cellular boost. Your Chevy take, Jared, might be aging a little bit here. Badly.
I
think-
mean, they were.
Well, except for mine when I picked the dark horse, Josh Berry.
You did.
Let me just go ahead.
Josh
and
Berry won in 2021 at Vegas.
Yeah, 7 for Michael Annette. I think that was the race that almost BJ McLeod ran a junior motorsports car.
Which one? Oh, for Annette, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got Josh Berry to do it.
Yep.
Quietly,
It was-
Cedric and Bowman have moved up as well and kind of salvaged their days a little bit. Sorry, guys, continue.
Larson.
To
Still
your
not
point,
going anywhere.
Bowman and
Stuck
Larson
in
have
ninth.
still not got around to AJ Allmendinger. And that's really hurt Larson.
Yeah, I mean, Berry is leaving town. He's leaving town, and I don't think Suarez can get him. It's just whether Byron can get by the traffic, and
I don't think Byron can do anything at this point.
Byron's
He's too
in
far
fifth,
back.
man.
Oh,
He's
he's
going
too far
nowhere.
back.
I think it's a caution. You need a
The
caution
last
now.
4
Yeah.
laps, he's been the fastest car.
And we know it's going to happen. We know it's going to.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Some-
Las
some-
Vegas doesn't always do it at the end.
Some dope is going to blow a right front with 3 to go. And we're going to go to overtime.
Okay, Ty Gibbs.
Who was the last first-time
That
winner
would be
for Cup?
epic if Ty Gibbs freaking blew
The
the tire
last?
to make us go to overtime.
It had to be
Was it
Harrison
SVG?
Burton. No,
Oh,
it's
no,
Harrison
Harrison,
Burton.
you're right. You're right.
Did you forget who
In
else?
the
drove
same
21
car. In the same car.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah, I was really hoping Josh was going to be the guy to get the 100th win for the Wood brothers.
Yeah, I mean, what a signing for this team.
Now they look like geniuses now. After what happened, like I said, 3 years of Harrison Burton?
Yeah.
I will not talk bad about Harrison Burton. I will not talk bad about Harrison Burton. I will not talk bad about Harrison Burton. March Madness, March Madness, March Madness.
There is talent Harrison Burton. It was just a bad
behind you in the
combination.
mirror.
Dude, I will Josh Berry is just doing special things in this race car this year, and now he's gonna he possibly could cap it off with a win.
Possible.
Yeah, Josh Berry just has to cruise.
Justin hoping Josh Berry can recover from his bad race.
Yeah. I think Justin might find a third favorite driver after this. What happened with Blaney and Busch?
Chastain might grab third, and that would be pretty big, I would say, for him. I mean, he always does well at Vegas. He's got more top 5 finishes here than any other track.
He
has the best average finish
2 and 3
among any drivers.
Suarez and Chastain 2 and 3 would be impressive.
That was another 2/10 for Josh Berry. Jeez.
One day, Neff, we're going to take you back to Spanish class.
Mi amigo.
Yep. Suarez.
5 to go.
Res.
He knows how to pronounce it right. He's making fun of some local
I'm
radio
making
jockey
fun of
that
local sports. They have these local sports people that know anything about racing, and he said Suarez. They say Logano.
Barry is just charging.
A great local morning radio show is the morning warm up on the VTRN Sports app every day at 7 a.m.
I mean, Barry's consistently like 2/10 faster.
Oh yeah, I've never been invited on there. I wouldn't know.
Are you up at 7 a.m.?
I can be. Dude, when I was working at a convenience store, I was at work at 6. I was up at 5.
Well, we'll see. Maybe if you're nice to me once.
Yeah. Guess that won't happen.
I don't know. Has this track ever had a
First-time winner?
Winner?
We always have to have Tom throwing out these obscure questions.
I don't.
Who cares?
I think it's kind of a big deal if they haven't. I mean,
did
Bowman maybe
win?
No. Was it Bowman's first win?
No.
Bowman's first one was Chicagoland.
No, Chicago. Yeah. So it wasn't Bowman. No, I don't think they've ever had a first time winner.
Now,
All right, 2 to go.
I don't think so.
No, this has been a very much of a track of a veteran.
Yes.
Which it's
Martin,
weird. Josh
Burton,
Berry is like the
Gordon,
most veteran
Sterling,
rookie you
Marlon
could
Mack,
possibly get.
Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, Carroll, Stuart Keselowski.
Almost there.
Yeah, Alex Bowman won in 22, but I think he had one before.
Yeah,
that.
he won.
Can we
already
flip
won
the
before.
part where I picked my dark horse and Josh Berry?
Okay,
No.
everyone,
Byron
if you
win
want
for
to
that?
back up to the start, and you can listen to it. One
Okay,
to go for Josh Berry.
Tom, you're
No
allowed
real
to
track.
tap for this one.
Come on, get to the finish line.
Yeah, I mean,
White flag.
There you
track
go.
in
All right.
front of him.
No stupid caution light
He's
went
gonna-
on before
he's
he
got
got
it,
the white
man.
flag. dude.
Yeah, he's
got
got it. He's
How
got
about
it.
that?
Good for Josh Berry.
This is gonna
Everybody
be a
liked
popular
that
win.
one.
How about
There you
Kevin Wood Brothers?
There you go, Tom.
Tom came on for a Wood Brothers win.
Here we go.
All right. Okay.
No, that's cool. Glad.
14 years and people never forget. All right. Josh
See, the
Berry.
problem with that joke is that's like 4 people knew that joke here, and not
Yeah.
anyone else.
Yeah, nobody else
knows
did.
about that one.
Career win number 101 for
25
Wood Brothers.
Las Vegas winner.
Yep.
Winner, chicken parm dinner.
I don't think any of us
There's Jenny.
predicted
Hey,
the top
Jenny.
three of Barry, Suarez, and Priest.
Yeah, if you had that freaking trifecta in Vegas, you made a bunch of money this weekend.
You made all the money.
Now watch Denny Hamlin come out and have a freaking winning ticket that shows he picked them to be the top 3 of the box.
Yeah, I feel like Denny Hamlin this weekend would have had a Josh Berry win ticket.
Well, I'm saying he did a box with Barry, Suarez, and Priest. All 3 of them in a trifecta box. I could see that. Larson ends up 9th. Elliott 10th.
All right, folks.
Cindric is
That will do
6th.
it for this watch party. We'll be back
We're
next
done.
week.
We don't get to watch the post-race interview?
You can watch it on your own TV.
I
We have to
love
wrap up
those
because
ones.
You can watch it on your own time. This is when this ends.
we have to wrap it up so we
Okay.
can get ready for the post-race
Fine.
conversation. So that will do it for
Fine,
that.
be
Join
that
us
way.
right here on the YouTube channel for our post-race conversation. Kyle Benjamin, I guess myself. It turns out I'm doing it again. But we'll be back next week for the race at Homestead, right? It's Homestead next week.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. You'll see who's on that too. All right. Bye, everybody.
Peace out.